Sweet beans, it's Tuesday stream. Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone's having an absolutely fantastic Tuesday so far. I like that the oob emote is already getting bonked out of wazoo. Look at that oob. Now you understand, right? Now you understand how I feel at all times. How's everyone doing? I hope everyone's having an absolutely great day. Let's give a shout out to Oob real quick. You got first. You will get beacon choice and book entry. And I actually need to check Discord because my brain is off, apparently. I forgot who got a clip of the stream last week. But let me say hello to everyone real quick. Allow me to say hello, everyone, real quick. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Oob. I hope you're having a great day. Monkey, getting that baseball bat ready for action. As I'm showered in bonks. How you doing, Monkey? Promisu, hope you're having a great one, mate. Fia, how's it going? Ray, welcome in, man. Dark Boy, how's it going? I think I got everyone. If I missed you, bonk. How's everyone doing? So it's probably gonna be a short stream today. I don't know. I'm gonna see how long I can go. Feeling a little bit under the weather. I don't know if I'm starting to get sick or maybe I had a bug over the weekend that kind of just grazed me. Have you ever had that feeling before, chat? Not even in the game, and I'm already consuming water. Okay, chat, eat your water. It's good for you. Thank you, Ray, for the hydrate. Thank you for taking care of your streamer. You always sick. I can't help it, okay? I work in retail. I'm surrounded by Karens that don't wear their masks and cough on everyone because it's their right to cough on people. I swear. I don't think I've ever actually been directly coughed on and someone said something like that, but with our specific clientele, I could believe that they would say that. They extrude that energy. You work in healthcare and never be sick? Shut up. I'm gonna eat my water now. Chat, eat your water. It's good for you. Delicious. Why? I don't know. My immune system's weak baby potatoes, okay? Look, I can't help it. Honestly, I don't even know. I might not be sick. Maybe I'm just depressed, right? Like, I'm a button. I'm depressed. Get it? Get it? Okay, bad jokes aside. I don't know. It's like I feel a little sinusy. Like I woke up with like a little bit of a sore throat, probably just because I slept weird and didn't really sleep well the other day before. Like, it's probably nothing. I'm probably fine. But like if my energy levels start tanking hard, then I'll probably be like, guys, I don't want to just I don't want to just stare off into the sunset and get comatose. So we're going to have fun. We're going to play. We're going to hang out. And when I feel like that's it, I'm just kind of fading, I'm going to go get a burrito and I'm going to enjoy. But I do have some good news. I don't think it's good news for anyone but me, but I have great news. Hey, Oob, get off your booty. Get to work. Been crazy busy, got off work just before stream, wasn't even scheduled. You just went in to check the schedule and they're like, hey, while you're here, get your ass to work. And meanwhile, you're like, pay me, bitch. Bonk, monkey, the next command. But you haven't been getting the notifications of me going live. Check, make sure that the bell is ding-donged. Honestly, I will say, I follow a lot of people on Twitch. Mostly following everyone just so that, I have people to raid and things like that after stream. And because, I like watching other people on stream. In fact, I was having this conversation. Whose chat was I having this conversation? Actually, Monkey, you were there. It was in Liger Zero Jaeger. That's why my brain keeps going there. It was in Jagger's chat. I was talking about how I have literally like 5 streams. Yo! Wait, Ray, it didn't do the... Is tits broken? I'll give you a free one.
Cheese.
Ow, cheese. I'll give you a free one. Wait, why is tits not working? Tits, why are you not working? That was 10 bits. That should have been a tits. Why? Why isn't it animated? It's animated in chat. For whatever reason, it's not animating like here. And that might be a limitation of the Frankerface Z. I only made it a Frankerface Z emote so that it could be wider. Maybe I need to change some settings or something like that. I'm not sure. Bonks. It's just raining bonks. So for now, chat, until we can figure out why Bonk Oob isn't animated on stream here, you guys are just gonna have to be in chat live on twitch.tv/PotatoFoxPlays. I'm acting like this is some YouTube intro. Say hi, YouTube. Say hi, YouTube. Guys, this is gonna be on YouTube. All right. All joking aside, I forgot what I was saying. I was saying something. I was like, guys, I'm going to share this thing. It's going to be so cool. And then my brain went, ooh, shiny. Oh, wait, that's the thing. I remembered, chat. My brain restarted. It rebooted. I remembered. You have the words Bonku because you don't have the Better Twitch TV add-on on your browser. You need to have the add-on added so you can see these emotes yourself. I was gonna say, I think it was Monkey and I that were in Jagger's chat when they were asking about how I would watch multiple people at the same time, and I would literally have like at least 4 to 5 streamers tabs open. And I like minimize their windows. Like, you know that thing in Windows where if you like drag the window over, it like snaps to a corner? Yeah, I do that with like 4 streams. And I keep the volume like really low so I could hear them talking, but like every person has like their own voice. And I could kind of hear everyone individually, even while watching like YouTube videos or like podcasts or like whatever I'm doing on the side. And then if I hear someone be like, ha ha ha, that's extra funny. Oh my God, this thing. I'd be like, ah, that's interesting. And I turn them up a little bit and then tune in for that thing. And then when the thing passes, I'll turn their volume back down. And that's literally what I do. I'll literally have like 5 streams open at once. And we were just talking about how absolutely insane that is apparently. Because you raided him and you were, yeah, I was lurking in yours. So when you raided, I was like, yeah, here I am, monkey raid, let's go. Yes, that's exactly, yes, that's exactly what it was. But yeah, no, I was saying that, I was saying that whole story just because it reminded me about being buried by Ubox, being buried alive. I was reminded because Ray mentioned that they weren't getting notifications, and one of the first things I do, it's a reflex, it's no offense guys, it's no offense, but like the first thing I do when I follow someone is I immediately turn off notifications, because they like go to my phone, they go to my email, they spam me. Chat, I don't want hundreds of notifications a day. I'm glad Oob is getting concussed. We're making up for past actions. Duzu has a YouTube. I do. It should be linked down in the About section beneath stream here. I don't know if there's a command for it. I know I have my Twitter and Discord in a command. I don't know if I have YouTube in a command. Do I have an exclamation point YouTube? I do! Look at me! Look at Past Potato being SMRT smart and making sure I have a command for that. Let's go! It's even got the update. I even updated it when YouTube allowed me to pick a name specifically. As many times as people twice. Where's Tot? Tot's sleeping. I don't know. I think I'm going to keep Tot in their bedroom, just napping, and every so often bring them out, because I don't know. I feel like it's weird having Tot on the screen 24/7 if we're not going to be constantly utilizing Tot. Maybe we'll bring Tot out like for specific scenarios, right? Like we'll have like certain moments where it's like, okay, I'm focusing and doing a thing, so I'll bring Tot out to talk for chat when I might not be paying attention because I'm focused so hard on whatever I'm doing, or things like that. But how is everyone doing today? You gonna turn Tot? Never. Tot is sleeping, okay? Canonically, Tot is in their room having a me, okay? Okay? You pay me to turn on Tot. Why does that make it sound worse? Why does that make it sound worse? What else was I saying? Oh yeah, I had some good news. So remember last stream how I was half joking that I might not have a job soon? I think it's the opposite of that now. I think I'm going to be happy at my job again. Let's go! TLDR, my boss that has been plaguing me for the last 6 months? I don't know, a long time. They got promoted. And by that, I mean they're just screwing off and not bothering anymore. Let's go! Whoop whoop! Apparently you're subbed here. Yo, let's go, free sub. Let's see, I think Possum said something. Also, welcome in Possum that I missed. I saw their name pop up before the spam happened. Yamato is your husband. Let's go, best boy. How's it going, Possum? But yeah, so today's plans, chat. Today's plans. If I haven't mentioned the pipeline before, then I don't know if I should tell you. Maybe I shouldn't tell you. Maybe you should just have to wait and see. But I have this thing that I used to do in pretty much all of my Minecraft worlds, where eventually I tie all of my farms back to my main storage system with a giant pipeline. And I feel like it's getting to the point now that we should do that with ours. I was really trying to hold out for the crafter, for when the crafter came out, so that, you know, we could craft it into better blocks and then send that through the pipeline. But I mean, we can always retrofit it. But yeah, I think we might need to start planning for that now. Your area manager who actually likes you stepped down to be a store manager. So whoop, whoop, let's go. Everyone's having job improvements. Let's go, job improvements. But yeah, we're going to vibe. We're going to hang out. We're going to build some stuff. I've got a new... No, we're not doing brain power again. We just listed a brain power. Chat. I know what you're about to do. I will veto it. I'm warning you, I'll veto it. I'll veto it. We have a couple new farms that I want to build today, just because I found some veto. I literally told you I would do this. Bogus ass job improvements. I mean, it's the little things. I will take the little victories in life, okay? I'm going to take the little victories. Speaking of little victories, Monkey, I believe it was you that strongly voted for this. There is a new redeem, if chat hasn't seen it yet. It's not going to be as glorious as Monkey might have suggested originally, but it will be a 10-minute ASMR. For 10,000 potato chips, because my gosh, if you're going to force me to be quiet for 10 minutes, it's gonna be expensive, chat. Job improvement. The OG suggested, no, I know, but I think you were the one that posted it in Discord, which, speaking of Discord, I actually need to pull Discord open real quick to find out who had clip of the stream. Was clip of the stream on Thursday Oob? My brain wants to say Oob. My brain is thinking Oob. Oob did. Oh, okay. Well, my brain is completely not working. Chat, just forgive my brain. I'm gonna just unscrew my dome, pull brain out, rinse it off real quick, and plug it back in. Maybe if I turn it off and on again, it'll start functioning. Let's see. There's already clip chat. What have I done? I've opened up the clip channel. There's already a clip in there. What did I already do? What's everyone doing today? You're gonna turn top. Never. Tot is there's already clips. Let's see. Last stream was Oob. So Oob, you get double book entry today. Let's go. Pay you to turn Tot on. The thing that I have to remember is that everything I say will be eternalized on the internet forever. You will never let me live it down. It will always be there. Every single word will be scrutinized till the end of time. Blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see. Let's get into video game before Twitch claps us for being on this screen for too long. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. And then I will show you an interesting farm. Chad, have you ever seen a farm for infinite string? Infinite string. And I'm not talking about using like a spider spawner. I mean like you put string on ground and string becomes more string. Forever. I smell tater tots through the floor. The smell of lava fried potatoes. Let's see. What color or beacon would you like, Oob? Oh, I'm gonna turn the song up. This is way too hype of a playlist for today. I don't know. I might change the playlist. We might watch. Yeah, we're gonna go watch some new music. We might, maybe, just considering, maybe some lo-fi. But what color beacon? Or do you wish for it to stay magenta? Color out of space is fine. All right, it stays the same color it be. All right, let's see. Let's go grab Boob. I almost said boob. Let's go grab Oob's book real quick. Represents your influence over my... No, absolutely not. My reality is mine and mine my own. Myself is. There we go. That's you. You for you. All right. Let me see. I'm assuming you wish to turn X and A into lower... Or no, just A and V, I'm assuming. Audio visual. You wish to make that lowercase? Question mark? Because the X is a name, right? So clearly you're going to keep the X uppercase. All right, look at me. I'm in your brain space. I'm up in your mind capacity, reading your brain thoughts. Your word dogs. Your brain dogs. Almost there. You got what? 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5? I don't know what the Q's for. But there you go, mate. The night was sultry. Xavier's Q. Whoa. There you go, mate. Thank you. All right, that's book entries for today. So let's go outside real quick. There's two things that I yearn to do on this stream, chat. One of them, actually, let's make sure this is still working properly. Can you buy letters in Oob's book? Is your name Oob? I mean, if if you make a new name, or if you changed your name in chat, then let's see. This thing is still pumping out all sorts of stuff. This is the last bit of the inventory that needs to get sorted. I'll just get my phone off over here because it finished charging. There we go. You have a system for that. What? A system for what? I'm concerned now. It's being partially written by chat. Now I'm even more concerned. I mean, technically, there's nothing stopping Oob from choosing whatever letter you want, Monkey. But I'm gonna have to say that no, you cannot specifically buy book entries for Oob. Unless they're more expensive. No, that's gonna set a dangerous precedent. You just want, exactly, that's what I mean. You're just, I almost was like, oh, that'd be a kind thing to do, where you're like, oh, I'll put this letter in their book. But then I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, no, they're going to do something nefarious. They're going to do, like, add letters that they don't want, or capitalize letters after they've uncapitalized them. And I'm like, no. The exit cue were given away to chat to decide the direction that the sentence was going. Okay, so you're kind of letting chat influence where you're going with it. Me kind? These are all the unsortable boyos. Which, I mean, I kind of expected all those to not go through anyways. Oh wait, yeah, I pulled those out of the chest. There's nothing actually in the chest. This is the shulker of unsortable boyos. Let's see. There is something I wish to do in this room as well. And this wall right here is not finished. I want to knock it out and put like a balcony out there with a nice big tall like stained glass window. Because I'm fairly certain that this is the direction, yeah, west. This is the direction where the sun sets. And I want to watch the sun set through here. Because, I mean, just imagine this being a window right there, right? Imagine that being a window. Come on. That'll look cool. That'll look cool. That'll look cool, right? That'll look cool. We could frame it with some more blackstone. Yeah. All right. But for today, I think today's goal, bamboo. Bamboo is a source of infinite wood. Forget about tree farms. It's not like those exist or anything. I mean, we might have one. It's totally finished. Don't ask questions about it. It's not real. It is real. It's finished, but it's not real. Don't ask questions about it. But bamboo, that's infinite wood, and it's really cheap to grow. And it's growable, infinitely growable. We could grow it forever. So somewhere within our random tick chunk radius near our spawn, we need to make it. Is there an infinite charcoal source? Plenty. Honestly, there's better infinite sources than charcoal, unless you mean specifically charcoal. Because I mean, you could make like a tree farm. Could you make it? If you take bamboo logs like this and put it in a furnace, does that turn it into charcoal, or is it only like wood? Questions. I have questions now. But anyway, there are better sources for infinite fuel. Like, for example, carpets, like we have here. Infinite carpets. You can make infinite carpets. They're inefficient, but you can make infinite of them, so who cares? And there are several other things you could do to make infinite fuel supplies. But charcoal specifically? Potentially. Now we listen to it again. Nope, that's it. Chat has vetoed you. It's not even me this time, Oob. You're getting vetoed left and right. Don't stop the march of time! But the other thing that I really want to do, because I forget what it was that I needed so much string for before, but I remembered having to, like, go and kill a bunch of spiders to get more string. And there's a quick and easy farm that we can build to just get infinite string. And I wish to show this to chat. It wasn't, you weren't ready to move on. Tough duties. You're being forced to move on. You're being picked up by your bootstraps and what is a bootstrap? I have to ask this question now. What is a bootstrap? Is it lingerie? Like, is there a strap that holds your boots up? Or is it like a strap that attaches to your boots? You have the answer? I'm concerned. Why is it not just here's the answer? It's you have the answer. I need more water. I'm preparing myself. Let's do a quick sleep. So like How many sayings are there that when you think about the saying, you're like, that makes no sense. Why did we decide that that's a colloquialism? So the origin of pulling yourself up by your bootstraps, like turning a phrase. How does one turn a phrase? Is it like, you've activated my trap card, and my phrase attacks your life points directly? Like, what how many things do we just say that we take for granted, right? Because it's just, we know what you're talking about when you say it, because it's universal. But when you stop and think about it, you're like, what the hell does that even mean? Bootstraps are the straps on the side of boots that help you pull them on. What? There's bootstraps behind my boots? I've never had side straps. How the tables have turned. How the turntables. I mean, yeah, like, how does that help you? It's like, oh, I've turned the table around. I guess now you're sitting in your opponent's seat? Like, maybe? The little finger holes on the side, those aren't straps, those are boot holes. You'd pull yourself up by your boot holes. Sometimes size, I've never in my life, I pretty much primarily wear boots too, because my feet are too big to fit in regular shoes without having like extra large size 16s or something. I've never in my life, not a single time have I ever had boot holes. Google cowboy boot? Cowboy boots with bootstraps, if I could type. Bootstraps. Okay, 1 second, chat. What are these the bootstraps? Like these things right here? I'm gonna go to Amazon real quick. Like that's a bootstrap? That doesn't, it doesn't look like you could pull it. It looks like it's a part of the boot. Also, what is with this BDSM friggin' O-ring ass boot? Chat, can you see this? I'm trying to make it so that this is easier to be seen, because chat's kind of in the way here, and I can't just move this casually. Wait, I can just move this casually. Wait, I could actually just move this casually. Why does it have an O-ring? What is the purpose of the O-ring? Why does this boot have a ball gag? Like, what is this Yu-Gi-Oh ass having extra belts for no reason ass boot right now? I ask, I inquire, I'm curious. It was meant to be a phrase representing an impossible task. Because the straps don't exist? Pulling yourself over. Okay, so it's kind of like picking yourself up and like throwing yourself. Pull yourself over a fence by your bootstrap. What is wrong with cowboys? I just also love that the first boot I clicked on was also this one. That's it. I've still not seen a bootstrap. I don't consider this thing up here. This thing right here, that's a bootstrap? That's what you're telling me a bootstrap is. It doesn't look, it looks like it's physically adhered to the side of the boot. Maybe this is a bad boot to do this to. Let's find a different boot. Let's look at different boots. This looks a little more strappy. Boot barn. Now we're at boot barn. See, that looks like a strap. I could say, okay, fine, that's a bootstrap. I get the bootstraps. Those are bootstraps. Also, why does every boot have a freaking D-O ring on it? Why? What is with this? Why is the... Wait. All of them. All of them. All of them. This one doesn't. 1, 2. Those are the same shoe. That's a different one, but looks very similar. Something's covering the O-ring on that one. Is that an eagle? Murica. Apparently that's... Well, I've never in my life seen an O-ring on a boot. What is the purpose of them? Why is the chain there? What's the chain do? I am so... Fashion confuses me, chat. You get different boots when you Google cowboy. Alright, look, I specifically Googled cowboy boots with bootstraps. Okay? Let me just Google search normal cowboy boots. Also, welcome in pie. See? Only one, only 2 of them have O-rings. Wait. Stop. Stop everything. What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at here, chat? What am I looking at? What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? What is this Lightning McNightmare? And why is it the first thing that comes up under cowboy? This isn't even a cowboy boot. This isn't a cowboy boot, but it's got bootstraps. Looks like some McDonald's ass bootstraps. Why is this the first thing that pops up on Google? I'm concerned. When someone tells me, look at Discord now, I am immediately met with concern. What is on Discord? What is I'm frightened for my life now. What am I looking at? General? Those are actually, you know, what is this? I was about to say, you know, what is the point of that? And then I kind of thought to myself, it's like, okay, if you're wearing long pants, I kind of understand. But then my brain immediately went to, no, then why wear them in the first place? Nope. My brain cannot compute this. What am I looking at? I'm sorry, Lightning McQueen rainy boots as cowboy boots still break my mind more than these. I can understand someone that has no taste trying to be like, look at me, baby. I'm sexy. I've got the lingerie, snake skin, transparent leather boots on. But you know, if you really want to riz someone, you gotta pull out the Lightning McQueen. Wait, there are more. Wait, there are more. Okay, that one just kind of looks like... Alright, these are just normal boots. Batman has seen better days. Batman's really gonna kick someone's ass as long as you're wearing these boots while you kick someone's ass. Baby girl Lightning McCowboy boots. That's what I'm saying. That's literally what I said. I'm like, why do we got the golden arches? Like, why do we have a McDonald's reference? Is this like hashtag sponsored by McDonald's? What is... Who in there... I don't... Why? For when your feet really need to punch someone. What person in their right mind? What child? Who is this for? Who is this for? Who is this for? These are all deranged. All right, that looks normal. See, guys? Normal, right? Normal boot, normal colors, fine, great. Okay. Okay, I don't hate this one. I don't hate this one. I don't hate this one. I can understand a child wearing this. I can understand a child wearing this. Ah, yes. This boot looks more boot than the last. Yes, exactly. Wait, look at the top view. Go for her, baby. Welcome into SR, man. All right, look, I can understand this. This one's kind of cute. I could see a child wearing this, right? I understand the demographic for this. This one. This one, though. This one, though. Why? Even Lightning McQueen boot is questioning you at this point. Do you see that raised brow? Do you see it? I am Speed. Very stretched Speed. I can't unzoom. It's broken. There we go. Wait, the inside is checker patterned. The inside is why would they need... You don't see the inside of the boot. Why is the inside of the boot race flag checker patterned? Who's that for? Baby, there's just certain times where I really need to feel like my foot is inside Lightning McQueen's ass. Western Chief, what have you done? What monstrosity have you brought into this world? I'm dying. I'm dead. Is Sacrifice here? If you are, hello, Sacrifice. Welcome to your corner. Oh my god. I can't. Things like this exist. They hurt my brain. You see, we got like nice, I was almost going to say nice normal boots. What even is this? All right, we're done. Chat, No, I'm done. I'm not looking at cursed boots any. I'm not. That's it. Nope. We're straying away. You don't know if he is, but when he is, he will be in his core. I cannot. I absolutely cannot. What is with this? Okay, wait. What is, I still need to understand. What is with the O-rings? Why so many boots have O-rings? They're not doing anything. They are serving no purpose. It's just the belts for the sake of wearing belts. You can use sub-emotes now, let's go. I can't, chat, I can't. Okay, browser go away. Hooked boots. Hooked to what? Hooked to what? Alright, anyway, now that we've gotten completely distracted, I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not distracted, you're distracted. They need extra grabbing spots. During what deed, monkey? During what deed? Being suspended from the ceiling? Being felled in half and pressed? Use my imagination? You should know better than that my imagination scares me. All right. I'm gonna grab some stuff real quick. We're gonna grab some stuff. I'm gonna show you guys something cool. And then we need to find a spot. We need to find a spot to build bamboo farm. Exactly. I don't know what you're talking about. During the deed, you know, like when you're on the farm, being a cowboy, you're saddling up on a cow, and sometimes you just need to grab your boot by the bootstrap, by the O-ring. That's that. From now on, that saying should just be the O-ring. Grab yourself by your O-ring. Just grab yourself by your boot's O-ring and pick yourself up. Don't call her a cow. I can't help it. Moves like a cow, smells like a cow, thick like a cow. It'd be a cow. Imagine your imagination. Imagining imagination. That's too far. That's too much Inception. You hate it here. You love to hate it here. Ah, that's fair. I deserve that one. That's two. I didn't deserve the second one. Why? Let's see. I need two strings. Chat. It's fine. This would be like the quick. I'm gonna be like a Shulkercraft video. All right. It's gonna be like just put some blocks here, flip lever. It's amazing. You apparently have a monkey bonk. A monkey bonk? You have a monkey bonk. What is... Danny, how's it going, mate? You finally made it to your stream. Let's go. Well, Dammy, you is here at the moment. Welcome to have you. My brain is broken. I've been bonked one too many times. Concussions build up over time. Chat, did you not know this? It's like a stacking effect. The more concussions you have, the easier it is to get new ones until your brain is just concussive mush. That's what my brain is. Mush. Hashtag blame for the O-rings on cowboy boots. I mean, here's an easy way we could quantify that, right? What age was burned? What age was burned? Perfect English. Don't question any of that. Keep going. You know exactly what I meant. And when did O-rings start appearing on boots? If those two dates line up, then I have hashtag blame Oob. It's your fault, Oob, for all O-rings on boots. You're not sure how many times you clicked it, but it was a lot. Sorry, monkey. It was for science. I'm so confused. Let me grab some shears. I don't know if I have any tripwire hooks. How do I make tripwire hooks? I need tripwire hooks. Actually, no. I have some in my redstone box, don't I? Excuse me. I do. I only need 2. I need some blocks of some sort. Some chests. We can go... I am drunk. Please help me, chat. Because it's about to be 2024. Wait. What year were you burned, Oob? Burned. What year was Oob burned? How was Babby burned? They need to do away and stain father who kill his Babby when his Babby can't fight back. You're confused? Welcome to the state of confusion that is my brain at all times. Which one of these? You're spruce. There we go. Let's grab some of this. Let's make some of these. Let's make some chests. I don't need all this. I honestly don't need all that either, but we'll make chests. Arson. When were you arsoned? What year did you become arson? Actually, maybe I do need more than that. Why is that only 4? I will burn everything down. Jeez. Oh, that's because I had the half stack, that's why. Potato asked what year you were burned instead of born, so I used that to threaten you for shenanigans. For shenanigans you started. Makes sense to me. I gotta make sure I don't accidentally turn these into trap chests, because I don't need trap chests. I need some sort of block. What block would chat? Pick a block. Any block. Pick any block you see here. Any block. We're gonna build the farm out of that block. And I'll need some glass. It doesn't have to be glass. In fact, I'll wait for chat to pick the block, then I'll decide if I need glass or not. What year were you burned? Because it's about to be it's already 2024. What are you talking about? I am confusion. Let's just, how about this? It's way easier than doing Math Monkey. Let's just blame Oob. Hashtag blame Oob. It's clearly just Oob's fault. Oob, just accept. No, the year I was burned. He's going to be burned this year. Oh no, it's this year. This is the year he was burned. Get with the program, Potato. No. I could see through those. I don't wish to see through those. I need to put a block behind those. What block should I put behind those? Black concrete? Do I have black concrete? I do, but it's up in the storage sorter. I'm gonna go grab some black concrete. Chat, pick a block. Whichever block gets spammed the most in chat is the one we'll build the farm out of. It could be any block you want. No, I've retracted that statement. Any reasonable block you want. Any reasonable block you want. Exactly. See, that's exactly... I knew it was coming. That's exactly what I was prepared for. I only need 2. Red glazed terracotta. I could do red glazed terracotta. By the way, Potato, you talked about bootstraps. Lies. It's got to have been more than 15 minutes. I want to make these wet. Can I just place them down next to flowing water and that'll make them wet? Like, oh, the trap doors are technically there. Well, I mean, I could just do this, right? And then break them. That works. Yo, Emerald, how's it going, mate? Welcome in, welcome in. Alright, so let's go. I'm gonna do this real quick. Are we doing, what was it? Red glazed terracotta? Is that what chat has decided? The O-ring is the correct term? O-ring is the correct term. Yes, it is. I mean, that's literally what it is. Right? Was there any concern that it wasn't? I definitely said O-ring too many times, but it definitely had too many O-rings. There were way too many O-rings. Every application of the word O-ring was what 100% deserved. Dark, like your him? You think mycelium? Yeah, I could technically use mycelium. That's basically dirt, though. Do you yearn for a dirt build? So we have mycelium and what was the other one? Red glazed terracotta. Are you contesting your previous red glazed terracotta by changing it to dirt? Let's see. Can I do this without breaking all of this? Slime. I need... Let me in. Let me in. I yearn to go inside the hole. Please, there we go. Okay, let's see. One there. Slime there. Slime there. Perfect. 10 out of 10. Okay. What are we discussing here? So, I brought up the whole, like, sayings, like, colloquialisms. Like, think of, like, things that people have said that you just understand the meaning of, but the actual saying made no sense. And I brought up pulling oneself up by the bootstraps, and then proceeded to ask, what the hell is a bootstrap? And then we went on this whole tangent where I've never seen a single boot in my life with straps on them. Mycelium implies lack of enemies. Let's see how much mycelium I have. I should have enough to do it. I'll just grab all of it. And then we ended up finding out that cowboy boots were the ones that had bootstraps, because apparently the saying was invented by cowboys or something like that. So then we started looking up pictures of cowboy boots so I could see bootstraps. And every freaking cowboy boot that I looked at had an O-ring on it and some like BDSM-ass looking belt. So we started talking about O-rings. And then devolved from there. You gotta go to a friend stream. No worries, Emerald. You have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, mate. And then it devolved from there. I will need glass then. Lightning McNightmare. BRB. Let's see. Which glass do I have any of in here? Let's grab you. Why not? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5-ish. I think that'll be enough. I think that's all we need. A lever. I do need a lever. Do I need cobblestone? How do I make a lever? I should actually probably have some in here already. I do. Perfect. And then I'll need water. Which technically I could use ice. Tato always be looking at the BDSM nightmare. I mean, I guess today I was. Ice. Let's see. We'll just grab 2 of you. Think that's all I need. Actually, I only technically need the 1. Nah, whatever. I'll keep the 3. And now let's go do another sleep, because it's nighttime apparently. It took me that long. Blame sacrifice for Lightning Week Nightmare. No, I always blame Oob. It's Oob's fault. 100% Oob's fault. That or whoever in chat told me to look up cowboy boots. I blame them. Probably Monkey. Alright, let's see. Where are we gonna build this monstrosity? I don't think... I mean, it's not a big build, so it'll be done in a minute, like, literally. Let's see... Could build it up here. Nah, we don't need to build it up here. Let's build it... Pigs. Let's build it, over here? So there is one stipulation. It needs to be facing a very particular direction. So it needs to face this way. So if we do build it up here, maybe we build it over here? We can technically build it into the wall. It doesn't have to even be built anywhere in particular. Mycelium trying to take over the world. Let's build... Actually, I have a perfect place for it. I know the perfect place to build it. Let's build it up here. Hello? How did you get up here? Let's build it right here. Actually, no, that's a terrible idea, because if the water leaks out, it will turn all of this pink into concrete. I regret that decision immediately. Maybe not up here at all, then? Do not disgrace me by saying you are the cackle. Not saying you're the cackle, you're just the cackle causer. I'm the cackle. I'm not the cackle. I'm the cackle causer's son. And when he's done causing cackles, the cackle causer will come. Regret. Immediate regret. Immediately regretted every word of it. Build it into the wall. Build it by the kitties? We could build it out by the kitties. Maybe we just build it in the base. I have a better idea. Build it in the base. I've got an idea. Let's get back in here. Let's get back up here. We could just build it in here. In fact, we could put it right here. We really don't need this enchanting table anymore. Like, at all. I feel like we'll need an enchanting table just to have. But at this point, there's more clips. Why? So many clips. What even is that clip? What is even? Is that the cackle son, whatever I said, the words that came out of my mouth that I've already forgotten? Did you clip that? Why? I beg you, why? Let's get rid of this and put the string farm here. And then we can move this into the library somewhere. It makes more sense to have the book thing in the library. I think we do this. I think that's what we do. Break, 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 break. There we go. And then I could fix the floor. Except for that. That could stay. Let's pick you up. And... I guess I should go get a, shulker box. Chat, let me cook. It's fine. I'm cooking. I'm cooking. Just let me cook. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. Everything is fine. It's okay. Chat, trust me. It's fine. We'll just put in everything that we needed, except for you, into here. Go pick up the rest of it. Oh my geez, please. Let's go pick up the rest of it, and we have a nice, convenient shulker box that has everything we need for our enchanting stuff. Nice, right? We can get rid of this. There we go. Shulker box. You, and that's it, right? Okay. And then we'll just put this in the library, and I promise we'll never forget about it. It won't immediately be forgotten about. We'll just put you right there. See, there's everything we need. It's safe and sound. The coming one. Oh my god. Should have expected that. Let's go grab some stone and fix the wall here real quick. And then we'll build the farm. Out of mycelium, for whatever reason. Myceliumate. Stone. We'll just grab one of you. Just collect all this up real quick. And replace. Perfect. Alright, so it needs to face south. It needs to face this way. Why did I think, for whatever reason, that when I was going to be in here, that this direction was going to be south? It'd be really dumb looking making it face this way. The shape that I need to go with this farm is basically going to be like this. And it looks dumb facing it that way. Okay, but why is nowhere name their clips? I think what happens is you can name the clip afterward. And correct me if I'm wrong. You can name the clip afterward, so when you initially post it, it's just not named. See, there it goes. Cackle causer will come. So maybe we just demolish that for no reason. Just maybe. Just maybe. Where else could I put it? I mean, I could just, like, stick it right here. You don't know if you can name it on mobile? Yeah, I think you can. You just have to do it, like, while you're creating it, right? Can you go back and name your stuff after you've named it? I don't know if you could change the name. Like, once it's created, I think it's done. South. So it needs to face this direction. Maybe we release the turtles? I have turtle eggs already, right? Maybe we release these guys from life. You guys wish to be freed from living? Chat, should we free them from life? You cut the clip accordingly and then name it in the spot on a different tab on PC. There you go. Turtles. You don't have time to do that. You'd be working. Also, I don't remember why this is here. I don't know why that was there. I have no idea. Did I break something by doing that? Did I break something by doing that? What is directly beneath me? I don't remember why that was there. This is, y negative 35, 33. I don't think this is connected to anything downstairs. Now, it's way into that corner over there. I don't think there's anything in that corner. I don't know why I did that. I must have had that block there forever ago. Never asked, just assume yes. I don't know what I broke if I did that, but I got rid of it. It was driving me crazy. Slowly but surely. Dealing with the allays? Why would I put coral there? Why would I wet the coral? Why would I specifically put coral and keep it wet so it wouldn't lose its color? I slay these guys, right? That's what happens next. Die. No, don't you run over there! No! You saw nothing. Understand me? Nothing. You saw nothing. You saw everything. You saw everything. Oh, why did I break the wall first? Why did I break the wall first? I said yes to that. That's all that mattered. Hello, mouse. Let's make the turtle enclosure smaller. We're just cleaning up. We're just cleaning up. And I'm thinking that I will put on the opposite side of the turtle enclosure, the string farm, right over there. Right over there. That's where I'll put it. And to make everything match up a little bit better, we'll just kind of squinch the turtles in a little bit more. Just a little bit more. There we go. There we go. Just a little more squinch. There we go. Beautiful. And then we can clear this corner up a little bit more. Biggest dummy of our audience? What? Biggest dummy of our time. Audience. I am confusion. What does that mean? I'm sure the meaning of that is intrinsically simple, and my brain does not have enough brain power to make sense of it. No me? What is happening, chat? I feel like I'm not being let in on a very obvious joke at my expense. Alright, let's see. Let's go put head up. Who is dummy? Me. I am dummy. No room. No room. Go in there for now. Okay, let's see. Mycelium only needs to technically be on the top. So this would be the footprint of the farm if we built it right here. I kind of don't like it sticking out like that. Let's scooch it over some more. So it's not sticking out. So like, I mean, technically I don't need to use the back ones. So like this. And then like this. Feels janky. It feels like it doesn't fit here. It is a good song. It is a good song. It is a heckin' bop. So if you would imagine, this here would be water. And then the water would flow out to like here. And there would be like hoppers and stuff here. Then I'd have to destroy this pumpkin, which is lighting everything to match. Maybe we just don't build it inside. I thought it was going to be the big brain play. This was supposed to be quick. This was supposed to be like a one and done. Like, take 5 minutes, show you guys a really cool concept. The design is directional. We need to face it south. It needs to be facing south. Which is why, for whatever reason, when I came in here, I thought my brain was like, this is south, obviously. And I was going to put it right here. It was going to be perfect. And then I realized, no. Maybe we put it downstairs. Ooh. We don't technically need this room anymore. We could put it here. That's east, west, that's south. We clean out all these chests. Put it in here? No, that's too much work. Weast. Weast, what kind of compass you reading, boy? It's like the best joke in all of SpongeBob, I swear. You know, weast. We're going weast. This direction. That wall goes to outside. It'd be kind of cool if we had a fountain in it, though. It wouldn't look bad having a fountain in that wall. Ooh, wait. What about over here? What about in this wall? No. No, maybe we leave this area alone. This area is sacred, right? These are our first potatoes in this world. This field is sacred. Sorth. Sorth. No, if not here, then... I mean, I know where we could build one temporarily. So we have these side rooms that were going to be for the different expressions. The different, what's the words? Professions. That's the word, not expressions. Sourced. So we have the librarians in here. We were going to have the alchemists or the clerics in here. And then maybe split this in half and have, like, alchemists on one side, whatever, and have different rooms, right? But we never finished that area yet. We've just got the boyos that will become Maybe we sort some of these guys. Maybe we sort some of these guys. You are not purple. Therefore, burn. There you go. Look at that. Nice and simple, right? Easy clap. Easy clap. Let's see. Let's put that back in there. I'm not getting distracted. You're getting distracted, chat. This is fine. But we could put these, whoopsies. We could put the thing in here real quick. Yeah, and yep. You got the swamp. We do have the swamp villagers. We have all the villagers. These are going to be our alchemist boys. These are going to be the cleric boys, because I think they look coolest with the purple robes on. Like that. Like the purple robes. I think they look good because they're already wearing purple. So I like making these guys this. But, we haven't decided what the other ones were going to be, like the other professions. I think the taiga ones look good as like, what's the, like weaponsmiths or leather workers? It's the one where they wear like the schmuck, like the big, like the heavy schmuck, like for metal working. I don't know what the word is for that. Let's get the purple one. You're not purple. Suffer. Blacksmith? Yeah, it might be blacksmith. I forget which one wore it. There we go. So now that he's there, we can just, do that. He goes that way. And he goes into the hole with his friends. Into the friend hole. Goodbye! Enter friend hole. There he goes. In the friend hole. And we can go get a little bit more, bomb chicka wah wah, a little more, bread making action up here. Flick this liver on and off, just up and down, over and over again, and then next thing you know, babies are made. That's how it works, chat. Tell me something different. Let me up. Let me up. I want uppies. I wish to go up. There we go. It might be the armor. I have to look at them. I have to physically look at them. But effectively, when these guys go collect bread, they pork, they create child. Child tries to go to bed, falls in a hole, gets sifted down there, etc., etc., rinse, wash, repeat. But anyway, the thing I was saying, we could just build here for now. Let's grab, you know, why not use some cobble on the bottom layer? So like this, like that, like this, like that. That should be good, and then we'll do mycelium over top. And then we need to technically dig out the floor, or have raised this up a little bit higher. One more. And then I guess technically I needed hoppers because I'm dumb. Like this. Did I do this correct? I did not. One second, I'm correcting. There we go. Glass goes here. And then chests go here. No! Why would you do this to me? Break. Alright. There we go. Alright. We put the hoppers going into the back here so that when stuff falls in, they go in. And then we just need to put water down, and I needed to get trapdoors that I forgot anyway. So let's go get the trapdoors. Trapdoors and hoppers. This is all lit. Happy Day of Patience with epilepsia in Poland? Did I say that word correctly? As it turned out, it was no coincidence that it coincides with St. Valentine's Day, because this Catholic saint is the patron saint, not the only of lovers, but of people. People suffering from epilepsy. St. Valentine was worshipped in Poland until the middle of last century. The saint was asked to be healed of epilepsy and nervous disorders. By the way, you yourself to suffer from epilepsy. You translate it through Google. Well, let's go. Well, actually, I completely forgot. Tomorrow is Valentine's Day. Yo, thank you, Kaiser Boy, for the follow, mate. Welcome to Team Tater. Whoop, whoop. Yeah, I guess I kind of forgot that tomorrow's Valentine's Day. I don't have anything against the holiday. Yo, Galactic Rat, thank you so much for the follow, mate, and welcome to Team Tater. Whoop whoop. I have like nothing against the holiday. I just never do anything on it. It's today for you because you're in the future. Let's go. How is it in the future? Bring good tidings from the future. Tell us, poor people in the past, what are the lotto numbers, you know, like what stocks I should be investing in, you know, things like that. Just the basics, just the important stuff, you know, just the basics. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've never really been the kind of person that needs a holiday to spend time with a loved one or something like that. You know what I mean? So it's always been weird to me that it's like someone needs to be told, hi, today is the day where you're supposed to be loving. I don't know. It's always been weird. To me, at least. I think it's one of those holidays that like corporate America or just corporations in general, like, yes, buy overpriced chocolate to feed me, fuel me. It's dark, you can't sleep, we're still alive. I mean, I guess that's better than yesterday, right? Well, happy Valentine's Day, Pie. Hope you're having a good one. Let's see. I need 2 of you. And what else did I say I needed? Hoppers. Rat. You are rat. We have 2 rats now. We have you rat and oob rat. Dual rattage. I need more hoppers. I know I have some hoppers in here, so we'll just grab these. Be lazy. There we go. I think I need 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to regret not taking more, but they'll be in my shulker box. There we go. Let's go back upstairs. Should have everything I need now. There you go. We have dual ratness. There we go. Alright, let me in. Let me in. Let me in! Alright, consume. And then I will show everyone this trick. So first things first, don't fall in the hole. That's the first thing. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we will put water here. And then we will put, I guess, water here. And then I need to have blocks on the other side there so that I can, put the trap doors on temporarily. And we'll do like that. And we'll break these carefully. And then place one here with a lever on the side. And that basically, hello, that basically just opens the doors like that, back and forth. And you notice when the doors are closed, this water doesn't flow. When the doors open, water flows. Nice and easy, right? We will then take our tripwire hooks, put them on the walls here. We'll grab the string, and we'll place them connecting the 2 tripwires together. And this part's important. You only cut one side. So you left click, and it cuts a single. Don't cut both sides. Now, make sure this is lit up. Good, it's lit up. Not that that matters for the farm, but, you know. Now, when I pull this lever, it's going to constantly open and, well, it's going to constantly leave these doors open, which is going to let the water flow into these tripwires. And then, because of cut tripwire jank, the strings are going to break, but not register as broken, so they'll just perpetually keep breaking and dropping string. Like that. Ah, yes. Infinite string. Oh, thank you. Give me my dirt back. And then when we don't want string anymore, we turn it off. The strings are still there, and whenever we want more string, we turn it back on. Easy. With that said, let's collect all this stuff in here real quick. And we'll just put the string away for now. So we have infinite string, and if you don't know what you could do with string, you can also turn string into wool. So you could have infinite wool, which is useful. Scissors? Why are you scissors? Why no scissors? I'm rock. Rock beats scissors. Unless you're paper. Are you paper scissors? I'm confusion. So yeah, string. Infinite string. There we go. That was it. That was the thing. That was the thing of this whole time I was trying to show chat. That was all. Sheep are no longer needed. No, there's one use for sheep. We've basically completely made sheep obsolete in this world. Because we have carpet generators making infinite carpet, so we don't need wool for carpet. We have infinite string, so we no longer need sheep for wool. There is one use for sheep, and that is to get infinite color wool. That is the one use that sheep still have. If you want specifically, like, purple wool, and just an ass load of purple wool, if you want an ass of purple wool, sheep. Sheep is best way to do. And we will make a sheep farm one day. Maybe I should put this back. One day. One day I will put that back. But for now, we need to find a place that we're going to put our bamboo farm. Because we need infinite bamboo. And actually, while I'm talking about that, I need to find out how I'm tying in to our pipeline, to our sorting system here. Do you hate me less now? A little. He's forgotten a little bit. He only hates me half as much as he used to. And I'm assuming all of you talked to one another down the line. Of course you did. No, you guys don't hate me. So this is where the hatred stops. Good to know. And then you hate me a little bit. You don't hate me. Right? Nah, he likes me. He's fine. Sad Jeb, no sheep, no drop rainbow. That would be really cool if the rainbow sheep dropped the rainbow wool. But unfortunately, oh wow, this thing has been going at it. Slowly but surely, just emptying our entire inventory. I wonder, I don't think I have any of these to the point where, like, I don't think anything we put in would actually light up the first light. Because let's see, how much do we need to go? Gotta go, sorry, no worries, mate. We would need to fill the entire first double chest. Can I see it down here? I don't think we could see it. Can we see it? That chest. So we need to fill that double chest over there. Then this entire row of hoppers leading to it. And then I think once we finally fill this chest here, that's when the first silo turns on. Right? Can I see the comparator there? Maybe not even. I can't even see into the slice. I yearn to see into the slice. So no. We need to fill up that double chest. So here, let me extrude the side of this so chat can see. So we fill this double chest here. Then we have to fill all of these hopper chains, fill this double chest, fill that hopper. Then once this chest up here has something in it, the first silo light will actually turn on. Carbon. CO. Carbon monoxide. Rock. So that's it. So we have to fill a lot before the first light even turns on. With that said, let's see. How am I tying into this? I can either put something into the side of this, or put another dispenser into the side of this block, and have the pipeline go that way. I don't think I'd be able to do that, though, because this might be in the way. I could also attach the pipeline from above. That is a possibility. One second. So we come up here. Wait. Let me cook. We come up here. And I have the pipeline coming in, like, through the ceiling, effectively, right? And then we just attach it to the back here. Oops. So that it basically pumps out right up here and then comes down. The only concern I have is then basically twice as many items will be going through at once, and they might start clumping up. And if the items start clumping up, they might not go into the hoppers perfectly, because their position will be kind of shifted. It's weird. Drop all that off in there. I said drop it all off. I need an easier way to do that, too. Exactly the thing that I'm trying to do here. A way for me to casually throw in. Maybe if I just got rid of these. I don't need those there. Now I could just yeet them like this, like a normal person. You. Like that. Like, see, that stone might make it past where it's supposed to go, because it's not an individual item. So let's say I put a dispenser right here. Like, right where this block is. I don't have a unique block that I can use for that. But if I put one right there, then I can make the little redstone circuit right here that'll pulse it. And I can have everything drop off into it here. That might be the best move. And then everything can consolidate itself into that. And then the idea I had for expanding this in future, chat, is actually by stacking some hopper minecarts up and making them into individual item filters that would then grab off the sides here. Or I can honestly just throw a couple hoppers on here with item filters and grab off the sides for things like mob drops. Because that's really the last thing that I want to have sorted properly, are mob drops. So assuming that I'm going to be dropping stuff in here, like into this spot right here. Would technically go like this. What's above me here? What's directly above me? What is directly above me? You ever hear the story about the gay furry hackers that held medical research hostage in a selfish attempt to get the government to start working on developing cat girls? Is that a real thing that happened? And I can believe it, because people are weird. What medical research would one hold hostage? I have here the cure for cancer, and I won't release it to you, to the public, until you start focusing on making cat girls a real thing. That sounds like the sketch. That sounds like a sketch out of Family Guy. That sounds like something from what was that show with the talking car? Oh geez, what was the show with the car? Something in Hoop. It was like a detective agency. It had these two guys that were like total weebs. Cars, you know, with Lightning McQueen in the form of boots. No, it had this guy. It was Stroker and Hoop. That's the name of it. Stroker and Hoop. Stroker and Hoop. Have you ever heard of the show Stroker and Hoop? Remember that one Elon Musk tweet about how we lack the funds to make cat girls? We don't lack the funds. We just lack the morals. Or maybe don't lack the morals. Maybe that's it. Maybe that's the thing. Honestly, with CRISPR and other genetic technology like that, I have no doubt in my mind that there will be a future where we augment people with animal parts. Even if not to make cat girls, like to be like, oh, we found out that pigs are immune to cancer, so we augmented humans with pig DNA to beat cancer. Like things like that. It was nuclear research. There's no way that this is real. This isn't real. This isn't a thing that's real. I'm gonna prove it right now. Furries hold nuclear research hostage to invent cat girls. This isn't real. A collective of self-professed, quote-unquote, I love how they have to, self-professed gay furry hackers. They had to put that in the biggest air quotes possible. Breach databases at a nuclear research laboratory in Idaho. Of course, Idaho. This weekend. Oh, this is recent. Wait, this is last year. Okay, good. Well, I mean, it's like 6 months ago. The government will shut down cancer cure real quick. They always broken. I mean, I've said that before. I don't think that people won't eventually get the cure to cancer, but if someone discovers it like in the back of their shed, you know what I mean? Like if it's like something that Big Pharma can sweep under the rug. I'm not a conspiracy theorist, but they make too much money not making cures, but making treatments. If there was just like a pill you could take that would just immediately cure you, which I don't think it's that simple, and there are companies that are too big to get shut down by companies like that, one day we'll have it. I fully believe it, chat. And it's going to be like, we figured out this specific cancer, or we figured out how to fight against this specific thing. You know what I mean? We'll get there eventually. But yeah, if there was some blanket cure that like Joe Bob made in their garage, and Big Pharma could sweep in before they made it public and be like, here's $1 million, never speak of this again, and that person also gave no craps that they cured cancer and just wanted the money, then yeah, they would do that. I have zero doubt in my eyes that they would do that. But at the same time, you have to understand, there are huge organizations out there, huge, and they're like, they don't care about money. They're here, their purpose is to cure whatever cancer they're working on, or whatever virus or disease they're working on. They don't care if Big Pharma is going to try to buy them out. They don't care if they have threats on their life. Like, they are going to do, that is their life's work. They are going to do that thing. They are going to do that thing. This, I almost don't believe this. Wait, what is them.us? What is them? What is this news source? A collective of self-professed gay furry hackers breached databases at a nuclear research laboratory in Idaho this week and released thousands of human resource records. So wait, time out. They didn't even say like, here's the nuclear launch codes. They're like, I'm going to tell them you have AIDS. Like that. Human resource records. That's like personal information, chat. That's not even like, what? They're basically like, if you don't give me furries, if you don't give me hot cat girl waifu right now, I'm gonna tell everyone that you have herpes. like what? SiegeSec, the hacker collective that attacked government systems in 5 states earlier this year, claimed responsibility for infiltrating it. According to the website, blah blah blah. So there's not even proof of this, chat. They just so maybe potentially create Catgirl. Yeah, pretty much create Catgirl or get doxxed, actually. So wait, but chat, there's not even any proof of this. All right, so from what I'm reading here, if this entire thing is to be correct, the first paragraphs that I've read, it was literally, hey guys, did we get hacked? We got a weird ping. And then this group was like, oh, yeah, that was us. We totally hacked you. And if you don't comply with our demands, we're going to, like, dox you, I guess. Ooh, woo. No, I said it. Ah, no, I didn't. No, you didn't see it. What is this? This is their official response. Meow, 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 ... Whoa, so much crunchy data. What? SedSec wrote on Telegram. We're willing to make a deal with INL. If they research creating IRL catgirls, we will take down this post. Longism taxing rich and giving the poor, aka the government, becomes Robin Hood. I don't believe this is real. This is like some onion shit. This is like some, I don't believe this. I don't believe this is real. So what did they do? What did they add? Did they comply? Did they say, of course, we'll create catgirls, now delete the post? Like, no way. There's, this isn't real. This can't be real. Mashable? Well, none of these websites, Kotaku, yeah, because they do their own research. I'll believe that. Yahoo News? I mean, everyone in there, this is the problem with the internet. This is the problem with internet news in this day and age, chat. Everyone on the internet will just copy each other's work. So like, for example, let's say Kotaku, right? This is Kotaku Australia. This image. They will post an article like this and maybe not fact check. I'm not saying they never fact check, but let's say they don't fact check. They just hear this story, they make a post. Everyone else on the internet says, that's interesting, that gets clicks, and then they start copying, pasting, or paraphrasing, or making their own posts. Next thing you know, just like this, the same article is everywhere on the internet, even if it's not real. And then everyone reads it because it's all over the internet. And since it's all over the internet, people say, well, it must be real because everyone's talking about it, even if it's not. So I'm sorry. But all of this sounds like an Onion post that someone took too seriously. It sounds like the Family Guy joke where they're trying to say, what was the actor? They're like, oh, they strangle Mexicans for pleasure. What was the Mexican? It was like the guy that goes like, you can do it in Little Nicky. Like that guy. Oh, how dare you? Delete Oob off the internet this instant. I don't believe that this is a thing that really happened. I mean, I could believe that it happened. It's not that this is beyond humanity. And if it's real, it's not exactly. And if it's real, it's not that bad. It's one of those things where it's like, I can believe that a person would do this. I just don't necessarily believe this actually happened and was a threat to anyone. I like the self-bonking. But yeah, no, I genuinely believe that potentially even in our lifetime, chat, like within this generation, we will probably have a general purpose cure for cancer. There's a lot of research being done where they're figuring out, like, basically how the cells mutate to do that. Why do I hear composters being filled? I feel like I'm gonna break something by digging straight up. I'm scared, chat. I'm scared. There should be nothing over my head, right? Okay, there's nothing over my head. We're safe. Oh, okay. That actually works out perfectly. Okay, I'm going to do this so I know where that is. Straight down from here is where we need to plug in. Anti-cancer cells. Yeah, it's honestly even more interesting than that. So chat, a TLDR, for people that don't understand how cancer works. The reason why cancer just absolutely destroys you is because your immune system looks at the cancer, and this is like 99% of cancer. Some cancer might not actually fit within this range, because honestly, the reason why we don't have a cure for quote-unquote cancer is that every single cancer is completely different from itself. But your immune system looks at the cancer and goes, oh, that's normal, and then ignores it, just like that. It just ignores it. It treats it as if it's part of your body, because realistically, it is part of your body. 99% of cancer is your normal cell that something inside of it basically broke and it started replicating itself weird. Like, for example, imagine a person that works like on an assembly line where they pick up a screw and they put it in a bolt and then they put the bolt inside of a box and then the box gets saran wrapped and then that gets shipped down the line and someone else does something different with it, right? Well, let's say that guy got drunk AF and started creating a bunch of boxes that don't have the screws in them. And then let's say at the same time, they conveniently also started like doing crack cocaine so they can make hundreds of thousands of these boxes. Later down the assembly line, the person doing quality control looks at it and says, that's the box that we normally produce, leave it alone, ship it. Your body just ignores it. And there's research being made today, like successfully being used today, like in lab experiments, not in people, that basically found a way to restart your immune system, to basically turn it off and on again, so that when your body reboots, it goes, holy crap, that's not supposed to be here, and then basically purges your body of all of those things. And honestly, everyone has cancer. Like, I don't know how to say this any nicer than that, but everyone has cancer every day, every minute of every day. Millions upon millions of cells in your body throughout your lifetime get this defect, like go crazy and do something, whether they get bombarded by sun or some other physical damage or some other radiation damage. And your body notices it and goes, that thing is not normal. It's not doing its job right. Get it out of here. And it kicks it out. And then that cell doesn't get to multiply. It doesn't get to do the thing. But certain cells get away with it. And that's when you get the cancer. That's when you get the cancer. Cancer is a cell that broke its own kill switch and kept... I mean, sometimes they don't even need to break their own kill switch. Sometimes they'll still die normally. The problem isn't the fact that they won't die normally. The fact is that they're reproducing faster than your cell should. And not only that, but they're reproducing worthless cells. They're reproducing things that are attaching to blood supply. They're taking resources, but they're not serving a purpose. And then they start growing out of control, or they start growing in places where you don't want them, like in your lungs, or in your liver, or in your kidneys, or leukemia. Leukemia is basically blood cancer. It's not actually that, but it's basically blood cancer. Like I said, every single individual type of cancer has its own cause, has its own way it affects you, has its own mechanisms of action, the way the cell works, which is why there's no like one unified cure. But the one thing that we might have in our lifetime is basically this research at this one company. I can't even call company. It's not a company. One like research group is basically they found a way to like influence your body's like immune system in a way that could TLDR without going into like the nitty gritty of it. They find a way to basically turn your immune system on and off again so that when it turns back on, it realizes that is cancer and not normal, and then starts just doing what your body normally does and purging it out. It's not going to be like an instant overnight fix, but like imagine if you could have a doctor like remove the tumor and then whatever is left behind, your body just flushes out like any other infection, then you're just cured. You're actually cured. It's not a matter of you're in remission. It's a matter of you're cured. The same way that like if you have a bacterial infection, it's cured. It doesn't come back later unless you get another infected, like unless you get another infection or infestation of it. It's just gone. Because right now, because of cancer, unless you know you've gotten 100% of the cancer out, there's no such thing as you are cured. You are in remission. You are simply not currently experiencing the trauma of your cancer. Yo, Falco, welcome in. So, I mean, there's a very real chance, chat, that in our lifetimes, like within the next like 10, 20 years, there might actually be a quote-unquote cure for cancer. When the cell fails, high school equals cancer. I mean, not necessarily wrong. You're so sorry for your comp? For my comp? What's wrong with my comp? Potato, so sorry for comp? What happened to my computer? Is everything fine? Am I still alive? Hypercancer equals cancer on steroids. Well, honestly, there's a lot of cancers. Like, here's the thing. I shouldn't use the word cancer so lightly because there's a lot of things that grow in your body that aren't supposed to grow. There's a lot of skin cells that grow out of control, and that's the difference between a malignancy, like a cancer, like the thing you consider a cancer, a malignancy, and a benign growth. Like, oh, you said it in Discord? What did I say in Discord? Wait, what did I say in Discord? I'm confused now. I don't have anything over my head, so I don't want phantoms to spawn in case I get nighttime here. What did I say in Discord? Hello? 1 second. I'm checking Discord now. Fear my ligma, your ball. No! Sorry about the boots. That's what I'm talking about. I don't remember what I said in Discord. My computer's fine, as far as I know, at least. But yeah. Pull up your Discord and go to announcements? Oh, that's old. That's old. Let's see. Wait, actually, how old is that, actually? The announcements I only use when there's something that generally cancels stream or some big event that I want everyone to be notified of. Let's see. Announcements. I'm thinking that's the time my fan died on my new computer. Is the announcement that is from... Yeah, that's from like November. My computer got sick. But yeah. No, if I use the announcement channel, that's basically like, hey, everyone, like, stream is canceled because thing happened, or something like that. If I know in advance that the stream's going to get canceled for something, like I'm going to go out of town or something, I'll just tell y'all now. If it's like a last minute thing, I try to tell everyone as soon as I know. This way people aren't sitting here in chat being like, maybe he's just late. Copium. All right, let's see. But yeah, no, I'm excited because that's a huge potential breakthrough for humanity. And honestly, there's a lot of research that scares me. Like, perfect example, and I know Oob's in chat, so Oob will probably be able to say some to this, because he definitely understands it a bit more than me. But we might also invent, within our lifetimes, very unfortunately, at least in my eyes, we might invent the fountain of youth, where we can literally reverse the aging process. It's terrifying. It's terrifying to think. Like, I don't get me wrong, it's not like I'm saying I like death, it's not that I'm saying that I like people dying, but I feel like there's a certain point in time where I'm more terrified of living forever than I am of dying. And honestly, there's other things that we'll probably discover that our bodies were never meant to understand because we're never meant to live for 500 years. Things of like, what happens when you forget the first 100 years of your life because your brain wasn't meant to remember 500 years worth of stuff? Or what happens if your brain tries to remember 500 years worth of stuff and it starts basically turning into a puddle of like Alzheimer's? The Vision Pro gives me Matrix vibes. Vision Pro. Oh, the Apple Vision Pro? Is that the one? The new Apple VR thing. I have mixed feelings on it. It's cool, but way too expensive. And also, as sturdy as they built some parts of it, why did they make the rest out of like the cheapest plastic in the world? I'm so confused. But after all, the cure for cancer is going to be hard, and all types of cancer will be so hard. Now, that's why specifically, Falco, I was saying that this one bit of research that someone is, or some group is working on is such a big deal, because it's not specifically trying to cure a cancer, it's trying to change your immune response to cancer. And effectively, if they could succeed, because they have the theories, right? They have like all the science that says this is a thing that you should be able to do. They just have to make it work, and then they have to make it work in a way that doesn't cause more problems for the person. But it can still fail, yeah, and that's why of course that's why they are researching it. But if they can make this work as it does on paper, then it's a big deal, because it basically says screw you to all cancer, because it uses your immune system to do what your immune system normally does with cancer. We'll probably have a cure for cancer before the Marvel universe does, because in a universe with magic, super science, and reality-altering mutant powers, there still isn't a cure for cancer. Even eternity, the consciousness of the universe, is powerless to stop cancer. This is used as a literary tool to show its cosmic necessity / blight, like the Cancerverse, a universe where death itself was killed by cancer, and universe became overly overflowed with life. I mean, in a way, that's kind of what cancer is. It's excess life. It's like if you said, all right, no structure, go, reproduce. Like, it would be like, it's kind of like the bunnies joke, right? Where it's like if you put two bunnies in a room and leave them, like next thing you know, you open the door and the room's like exploding with bunnies. Like that is necessarily isn't cancer. But if the world was overfilled with bunnies to the point where the bunnies themselves did not have enough food to sustain themselves, they were just reproducing and dying of starvation before they could ever do anything with their life. That's effectively bunny cancer. Actually. Let's see. So where do we plug the pipeline in? So if this right here is where the pipeline is underground, then we can keep this negative 77. That's a nice, easy to remember number. We can keep this coordinate nice and locked in and just drill a pipe right into the wall, like right here. Actually, let's do that. This shouldn't affect anything. No mob should be able to get up to the platform here, right? Because this is the spawn area. Okay, we're good. Let me go back up there and see what the XY coord is. Ouch, my face. Emote night. No, like your PC. No, you gotta go. No worries, Falco. Enjoy your dinner. We'll probably still be here. If not, I might bail. Like I said, I was feeling a little under the weather when I started stream. My throat's a little rough. Had a little snotty nose, you know, like stuff like that. Like nothing serious, but like I'm hoping it's just the tail end of some bug that grazed me, as opposed to the beginning end of something that I'm gonna hate the rest of the week for. But I'm already feeling better, honestly. Like this morning, my throat was way rougher than it is now. So I'm feeling like maybe I just slept funny, you know what I mean? Like it was no big deal sort of thing. But it did drain me. It did drain me a little bit. So that's what I'm saying. I might not go for like 4 hours. I'm probably going to go for like a 3-hour stream. We're already like an hour and a half in. So probably like another hour and a half. I'm going to go for at least another hour and a half. But yeah, I just don't want to get sick. And I want burrito. I've been desperate for burrito. Let's see. 7761. 7761. 7761. Let's see. Where is that hole? There it is. 7761. Actually, we could do this. So we're going to 61. That's where we're going to. That is just another 10 blocks. There we go. So if I dig straight down from here, in theory, I should land at that exact spot that I want, and then we could funnel all of our crap through here. Let's just do it real quick. I don't know how deep I have to go, but... there we go. Works for me. Perfect. Alright. Nothing should be able to get in here. And if it did, it would die. Surely that'll kill a zombie. Yeah, I'm fine with leaving that like that. So the pipeline, chat, is basically going to be us making like an actual pipe. Like think of like the Alaskan oil pipeline, like a giant pipe. No burrito, BB Zambi time. No. That's the idea. That's the idea. Let's see. Get you all in there. Get you in there. So for that, I need an excessive amount of spruce, which luckily we have. Let's go make a bazillion, like all the trapdoors in the world. Ba 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 ba. Trapdoors. Trapdoors, there we go. More, there we go. And then, which ones do we want to connect up first is the question. I want to, wherever we build our bamboo farm, connect our bamboo farm up. And I want to make sure I leave room that when we get the crafter eventually, we could have the crafter turn the bamboo into, like, bamboo, like, blocks? Right? What's the actual, like, bamboo logs? That's not the right word. What about a baby zombie villager with full prot armor 4? I mean, sharpness 7, I don't think that could spawn in this version of the game, but the rest technically is possible, even though that would be the rarest boy in existence. And honestly, at that point, he owns that place. If a zombie with full prot 4, a baby zombie with full prot 4 diamond armor spawns, runs into that hole for no reason other than he wants to, and then starts running around in that enclosed space up there, that's his domain. He lives there now. He was the foreman. I will hire him. He can make sure that item sort of works perfectly. Also, yes, we're a few years out on human trials for research on the reparative gene therapy to reattach telomeres on the ends of DNA, which break off after each copy is made. You get old partially because you start getting broken DNA copies. You literally start running out of full DNA strands, but they're successfully reverted old lab rats into juvenile stage. It's similar to the process that makes lobsters immortal. Honestly, there's also the fact that, like, for example, I forget the names of the cells, because I know it's not stem cells, but it's, like, similar sort of thing. But, like, when you were a child, like, when you were, like, literally, like, a fetus, you have these cells in your body that look at your DNA and say, yes, I need to build this. And they literally, that's their job. They're like little engineer cells, or whatever you want to call it. And they're using your DNA to build your body. As you get older, your body stops making those because you don't need to build your body anymore. You're a fully grown adult. And it starts focusing on the cells that repair. And those repair cells kind of suck at their job, let's face it. You know, they sit there and they make sure you survive, because they, like, quickly slap a bandage on something, so to speak, but they don't make you go back to normal. It's the whole thing of, like, if you, like, let's say your arm got amputated. These cells would, you know, keep you from dying by, like, making your blood clot and doing all the things it needs to do to, like, heal and scar over, but it's not going to regrow your arm. But technically, if you had access to these cells that built from your DNA, and you could prevent your body from, like, trying to heal over it, like, suppress those other boys that scar, you could technically regrow your arm. It would be a little tiny baby arm. It would literally be like as if you were an infant growing your arm for the first time, but it would eventually grow up as just like your normal arm. And you'd have to exercise it, like you'd have to do everything you did as if it were literally a little tiny baby arm, like a little fetus arm. But technically, and if you fix the whole, like, you could live forever because, you know, your DNA can replicate perfectly, then you have all the time in the world to regrow that arm. Doesn't matter if it takes you an extra 30 years to get it to look like your other arm, there you go. So, I mean, feel like you were born without telomeres because so many things break every day. Oof, I feel that, though. Let's see. So one thing we definitely want to hook up is our iron farm. Where is that hole? Where did we put that hole? Hole? Hello? I think it's up here somewhere. There it is. Yes. Yes. So the goal here is, let's go one there. Let's go one here. Let's go one here. And then we can get them off the side here. And let me see if I can get on top of that. Let me fall. There we go. Okay. How far out do I wish to go with this? Let's say till about like there. No, that works. We could go for here for now. I guess this would be easier to do if I had some like temporary blocks, like dirt. Oh, conveniently. Let's just grab some dirt. Because then I could just remove the dirt afterwards. You gotta go sleep? No worries, Pie. You have a great night. Thanks for hanging out. So, like, if we go like this, effectively, Chad, is what I'm saying, and we put doors all the way around, including on top, then we start to get this thing that is basically a Minecraft pipe. And then we can run water through it, and the water will flush all the items down into our area down here, which will then fall into our item thingy, which will then sort them throughout the farm. So we could connect all of our farms through this pipeline to dump all of the outputs from our farms into our storage. This way we never have to worry about, in fact, like, let's go over here real quick and let's just see. Like, if we come over here and we check, this thing is probably, well, it's not full because I emptied it recently, but, like, it gets filled. Yo, Kutu, how's it going, mate? What up, potato? Not much. How about you? We're building a pipeline right now. But, like, if we got these to craft into, like, blocks like this, and then just had something dropping those blocks off into that pipe, then we would just have iron blocks constantly flowing into our storage system. With that said, I will probably just block this pipe off for now, since this pipe is going to go to the iron farm eventually. But we don't have that set up yet because we don't have the crafter block. Thanks for the lurks, Parmisu. Thank you very much. So we're just going to leave this kind of like as an open pipe for now. And we'll just do that. And we can even make it look like it's draining outward if we wanted to, so it looks like it's leaking into the world. Make it look like a drain pipe or something like that. Break this. And place one more. Like this, like that, like that. And break. There we go. Yo, Darkus, how's it going, mate? Hello, how am I doing, my dude? I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much for asking. We're building a pipeline. We're building a pipeline so that all of our items that we ever make in farms could automatically get sorted down into our system. There we go. And if we wanted to, let's see, where does this land? If I put, like, I don't know, like water here, we could see where it goes. Shouldn't break anything, right? Oh, that might break just everything. That's fine. It's fine. I'm sure this is fine. I'm sure that's fine. I'm sure it's fine. I did. Welcome in, Brev. You just get off of work or you on break? I mean, this could stop anytime it wants. Okay, good. Alright, so that's a little excessive. Just a wee bit excessive. So I'll probably go back. I can't believe you've done this. I will stand here while my tea is here and look at this waterfall that I've accidentally created. And then we'll go up there, modify it so that it only trickles into the ground. You did just get off work. Well, welcome home, mate. Get settled in. Get yourself a nice cold brewski, soda, iced tea, vodka. Your drink of choice. Kick your feet back, relax, hang and vibe. Oh my god, please, Auntie, please. Someone else, anyone in chat, please. Please, tee me to untee me, save me, spare me. It's gonna be nighttime soon. I'm just listening to the sounds of lava crackling and popping. Don't have the points, no, please, I beg. I know it's not like this, not like this. Oh, okay, I'm free. Oh, okay, good. We're good, we're Gucci. Chat will never speak of this again, okay? It never happened. It's not real. You can't prove it ever happened. Get dunked on! Get absolutely destroyed! I watched that micro T happen. That's what you get for not saving me, Oob. You get the micro T. Oh, let's see, let's land in here real quick. So let's see, this is the block that this is going into. Thanks for the drip. Thanks for the drip, Rev. We can just go like one of these. And break this. And then put it back. 1 second. It's almost done. Chat, trust me. Chat, trust me. Trust, faith, have it, consume it. Okay, come back. Why? I'm being dripped, bonked, and everything out of existence. Let me in. I yearn. Let me inside, please. No, not like that. Not like that. There we go. Okay. Okay, let's just pick this up. We'll let the water undrain. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. There it goes. Okay, this should be good enough. Ouch, my face. My feet. There we go, and that should fall into its little hole there. 10 out of 10. Okay, that's good enough for now. Ouch. Ouch. There we go. So we can eventually connect to that once the crafter exists, because I don't want to pump iron, like, bars. I want to pump, like, iron blocks in. But something we could pump in... No, I also want to wait for the craft for this. Happy Mardi Gras, yo, let's go. I forgot it's Mardi Gras. Wait, it's Mardi Gras, actually. Well, there's no parades or anything going on right now, right? So burritos are still good for tonight, right? Like, it's not like people are going to be closed for Mardi Gras, right? Let it now. Yo, Paul, how's it going, mate? This is one thing that I desperately want to put in there. This gets filled up so much, but I want to be able to turn them into bone blocks first before I drop them into the sorting system. And considering how very, very close we are, what did I say? This is 77 and 61? 77, 61? 77, 61? That would be... 61, 3, so 2, and then 1. So like right here. So if we drill this way enough, we should effectively be able to just plug right in. What'd I say, 70, 77? We're preemptively getting our pipeline ready. 4, 5, 3, 2, wait. I went too far. I'm like, wait, I went too far. Leave it to me to go too far, right? We're closed for St. Patrick's Day? Wait, what the hell? What's closed for St. Patrick's Day? I can't think a single thing. I can't think of a single business that shouldn't operate on St. Patrick's Day. I would say if you're a bar, that's like, no, you definitely want to be open. That's where everyone's drinking. That's the drinking days. So right here, if I dig straight down, should lead to that same tunnel. Let me do this first. Like this. I'm sure I won't regret digging straight down. Like that. Ouch, my face. There we go. That connects. Can I get back up this way is the question. There we go. So now all I have to do is take this output and effectively make it into bone blocks once we get the crafter and connect it that way. So I will leave that hole buried in the ground there for later. It's veg time out here. I guess I don't need this one right now. I guess I used a dirt block for that. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. Alright, so we've got the pipeline for our bones. We have the pipeline halfway dug for our iron. Enderman be endin'. What else can we attach while we're here? We do have, all the way over here, the bees. Did you see the oob effect that happened on our Among Us Discord? I did not. What happened? What unglorious fate did oob bring upon the new Discord? We could get all these B-boys to to drop their loads, all of the honeycomb in the world. I think I turned this farm off. I think I disconnected this farm, specifically because it was just constantly generating too much honey. But we could do something with those. Oob tried to click the wave to say hello button so many times that it broke Discord. Why would you do this? We wish to leave this place before we infest it with more zombies. The slime farm, which we haven't even finished the decor on. The farm itself physically works. But we should definitely get... I need the crafter. I want the crafter. Chat, we just need the crafter. We need the crafter so bad. We could connect to here, an output that collects all the slime blocks and funnels that into our pipeline. The cactus farm. Actually, the cactus farm should be easy. The cactus farm would be easy, but we also don't have a spot for cactus in the sorting system, I don't think. So it was happening all night and keeping Monkey up, which is constantly waving but breaking. What? Leave it to Oob to break everything in the world. How much cactus do we have? I haven't checked this since the SMP. Oh, you know, a full stack. Oh, you know, no big deal. Just a completely full box of cactus and a bunch of eggs to throw at at the chicken up here. Let's see. Can we knock the chicken down finally? There's 2 of them. That's right, because they had spawned. I'm gonna hit them. That's too high. It's too low. Aha! Aha! Did I fix them? did they run away? Yo, Fox Gamer, how's it going, mate? Huh. Oh, now we have a small chicken down here somewhere. Where did he go? Where did the small boy go? Wait, where did he go? Wait, where did he go? I took my eyes off him for 1 moment. Hello? Where did he go? I like hummingbirds? Yeah, they're okay. Where did the chicken go? Oh, wait, is that him? Ouch, my face. They're still there. Die. Higher Oob, concentrate. How has this not happened on Potatoes Discord yet? Because I think everyone only waves once. Because if anyone waved more than that, I would ban them. Oh, I hope I muted in time. I think I did. I need a sip of water. Chat, honestly, my throat might still be a little too rough for me to go too much longer. I might have to intentionally initiate ASMR mode. You were looking through hummingbird species, and you found a species called giant hummingbird, and you thought it shouldn't be that big, but it was the size of an adult hand. Honestly, even that's not huge, but yes, for a hummingbird, that's massive. That's a big boy hummingbird. That's a big chunky boy. Let's get back inside. We need to find a place. We need to find a place to build our bamboo farm. Actually, I have an idea. What if we built it over here? What's that glistening? What's that glistening? Oh, it's pump. It's one of the pumps. What if we built it over here? We can't plant bamboo on this, can we? Ouch, don't hit me. Die. I don't think we could plant bamboo on, what's its name? Concrete powder. Why are there so many skeletons here? Ouch. Stop. Stop. Why are they so accurate? Why am I so inaccurate? Get wrecked. Sir, Wiggly Wonderland theme. Song request. Oh, sir. I thought you said sir. I'm like, what? Wiggly Wonderland. I don't have song requests on, mostly because I don't want to get DMCA'd by Twitch. I don't want to have VODs get muted. So we don't have song requests on. Where do we build bamboo farm? Where do we build bamboo farm? We could build it like over here. Build it over the cactus farm. Actually, that might not be a bad idea. No, we want to build it with daylight, right? Day access gives bamboo a higher growth rate, right? Like if it could touch the sky, so to speak, it grow faster. So where could we put bamboo farm? Hey Brev, actually, since you're here before, have you ever seen this farm design for infinite string? Let me show you this this farm that we just built here, and tell me if you've ever seen it before. We just have to jump downstairs. Have you ever seen this farm before, bruv? Where if I flip this switch, it just makes infinite string. Yo! Wolfie! Welcome in, Raiders. I was hanging out with your stream a little bit before. You guys were drawing. Did you finish the drawing? I just saw that grin. The grin of days. The grin for days. You have not? Wow. It works with more of the cursed cut string technology. Let's get a shout out if we can. My shout out thing seems to be broken. Why is my shout out thing always broken? Why is my shout out thing always broken? Mods, if we can give Dark Wolf Girl, if we give them, it is broken. It's so broken. It's just infinite string. It's just infinite string.
And his name is John C.
Thank you for the biddies. Thank you for that, Ooh. Appreciate it.
No da. Yeah. Ah! Full of corn.
John Cena. Me and you, Wolfie. Me and you. Both have pet redeems, and both hate being pet. Go anti-pet squad. Let's go. And then immediately get beamed in the face with a tennis ball. Of course. Perfect. You get hit with a face with a tennis ball. I get hit with a baseball bat. We're kindred spirits. Oh, but thank you for the raid. And Wolfie, if you need to go get yourself some food, if you need to get yourself some water, get up and stretch a little bit, move around, get some sleep. Don't feel shy to raid and run. We appreciate you dropping your community off here. Let's team up. We gotta team up against the pets. Pets against humanity. But what'd y'all get up to? Was it the drawings? Did y'all do anything else after I'd left? Y'all get up in anything fun, playing games today? Pets against humanity. It's like we try to spell PETA. Let's see. P-I-T-A, right? It would be... No, it's P-E-T-A, right? Pets eviscerate the animals. Pets eviscerate the animals. No petting. No petting allowed. Pets eviscerate the animals. There you go. We're PETA. Pets versus pats. Yes, no. Pets and pats are two different things, okay? Two different levels of aggression. One is a slow, sensual amount of pain, and the other one is hard, aggressive pain. But yeah, no, I was just showing this. People eating tasty animals. I mean, I can't help it if bacon's so delicious, chat. I can't help it. If they didn't want to be eaten, they would have made themselves less delicious. Am I right here? Am I right? Hard, aggressive, like gremlins. Exactly. See, we get it. We understand. I need to desperately clean out my inventory here for a minute. We're just gonna dump all this in here. No, Kiri, thank you so much for the sub. Let's go. Well, we get to put another entry in your book.
Schmidt gifted a tier 1 sub to UB_knock.
Let's go.
They have given 2 gift subs in the channel.
Let's go. Ooh, UB_knock. Thank you, Kiri, very much for the sub. Oob, you should also thank. Now you have access to all those wonderful emotes. Everyone, let's spam some pogtatoes. Spam some pogtatoes if you got it, chat. And let's go find Kiri's book real quick. Let's see. We were in the K's. K's. H-I-J-K. There we go. Let's see. It was this one, right? Yeah, there we go. All right, you got a W. What would you like for your second letter? You just stood up for the last hour stream because you're so far focused you forgot to sit down? You have like a standing desk? Honestly, those are really cool, but I can't imagine that I would want to stand for that long. Damn, you're back? Well then sit down. Kick your feet up, get a footstool, crack open a cold one. Relax. You would like an H. Hwah. Thank you so much. Thank you for the subs, mate. Appreciate you. Bamf, book, go back. You got 2 whole letters in. Let's go. This is extremely something you would do. You felt your back, shout, lay down, get some rest. You know what? Everyone's talking about standing desks, right? It's like, you stand up, ergonomic, good for your posture. What about laying desks? I want to be able to like lay on my back with my screen hovering over my face, like to the point where I feel concerned for my life. And just lay down in bed and have like your keyboard split in half, right? So that you have like one hand has half the keyboard and your other hand has the other half, and you just type without having to move out of like the A-frame position. You will lay down, do so. I can't imagine. Like, I mean, I've stood in place, you know, for work, for events, for like hours on end. I can't imagine why that would be more comfortable than sitting. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that sitting is good for you, but like, there's a balance, right? Like sit for an hour, stand for an hour, sit for an hour, stand for an hour, right? Fury Raptor has a standing desk. Like, I believe it. Everyone and their mother I see has them. It's like they're like a trend, right? And it's like, I'm not saying that they're not better for your back, but my God, standing for like 8 hours working. You know what the cool standing desks are? The ones that are adjustable. Like the ones that like go up or down so you could sit or stand. Those are cool. You would be more afraid if your monitor would... I mean, have you seen my current setup, Wolfie? Have you seen my current setup? I am in a recliner right now. My gaming setup, my streaming setup. I am literally in a recliner with my feet kicked up. And I have a like a dock arm for like a warehouse light. All right, I will sit up. Sit up straight. I have like a heavy duty like dock arm, like a pivoting dock arm for like a giant fan or like light for a warehouse. And I have a monitor, like a 3 monitor arm, like attached to it, and it pivots away from my chair. Wait, I have pictures of this. 1 second. I have pictures. I don't know why I'm trying to explain it to chat. I'm gonna show chat. If you've not seen it already, I'm gonna pull up pictures of my streaming setup. I'm gonna pull up pictures of my streaming setup. Give me just a second. I gotta pull them off my phone. I'll send them myself in Discord so I could show them on Strem. Let's see. Where are we? Here we are. So I have always almost my entire life. This is the history. This is the potato history. Okay, my entire life that I've used a computer, I've basically used a laptop. Yo, Luna, thank you so much for the follow, man. Welcome to Team Tater. Whoop whoop. Better than your current setup for your gaming stream setup? I mean, maybe. I like my setup. I've gotten used to it, but I'll tell you right now, and you'll understand in a minute, when I first set this thing up, I over-engineered it to be safe. And by that, I mean, I prayed that it would be safe because I am not an engineer. And I was constantly afraid this thing was going to fall and like chop my legs off. 1 second. Let me show you the pictures. I would just take a new picture now, but you know, I don't want to take a picture of my feet and send it on stream. I have pictures I took of when I was constructing it from like third person view so you could see the entire setup. So it's way easier if I just go back and find those and share them, and then I'm not in it. So I don't have to worry about doing a face reveal on accident. 1 second. I'm looking. I'm almost there. 1 second, chat. It'll be worth the wait. Just let me cook. I'm in the kitchen. Something smells good. I'm using a lot of garlic. Just let it happen. Just relax. I got to scroll back like a year's worth of photos. My phone has way too many photos in it. Too many pictures of cheese. Too many work pictures. I use my phone at work all the time. All the time. I like just take a picture of something so I don't forget it, and then later on I delete the picture once I've completed that task. It's the easiest way for me to do a thing. To not forget doing a thing, more specifically. 1 second, I'm almost there. That's one of them. I'll save that one. There we go. That's the setup. Those should be good. Alright, I'm gonna share them. 1 second. Alright, 1 second. Alright, let me pull them up on stream. Let me pulls them up on stream. 1 second, chat. I need to unzoom. I'm still zoomed in. There we go. Alrighty then. You can almost see my toes in this one. It's covered with a blanket, okay? Here, let me show my browser. Here we go. So this is what I'm currently looking at. It's got my screensaver up. This is my view at all times, chat. This is what I'm looking at right now. Just replace that. Replace that. You have seen my feet before? You've not seen my feet. I don't know what you're talking about. There's no such thing as toes. And this looks like it's just magically floating here. But this is what it looks like zoomed out. My room is tiny. I don't have a big room. I'm making do with what I have. But this is my recliner, and this is the arm that I've mounted to the wall. And it swings in and out. And I could just recline fully beneath it. And if you could see from this picture, oh no, this is before I set up my VTuber and stuff. This is like when I first set it up. But down here, underneath here, is where that's where my webcam or my iPhone is mounted to stare at me and capture my face. Let's see. I took more pictures. This is with it pulled back, and it has a second bend in it, like right here. So I can make it like turn and face out, because my bed is like off to this side over here. Ignore this mess. This is when I was setting everything up. So I have everything and its mother out over here right now. There you go. There's my chair. Ignore my ugly carpet that's all screwed up and everything like that. But this is what I sit in. This is what I sit in. Fully reclined with these monitors over me. And I have my computer on the right side over here. And then I have my mouse just on the arm of my chair. No mouse pad, no nothing. Just chilling on the side of my chair. You should watch movies and I do. This thing like wraps around me. Like you could see, like if I'm sitting right here, this thing comes up to pretty much like the peripheral. No, it's on like a shelf. But yeah, it's like, it's not on the floor. But it's like I want to say like 6 inches. I got like a wine box. It's like a wooden wine box, and it's up off the floor. And it's like a little bit bigger than the box, so it can vent from the bottom and everything. But it's off the floor, and it's vented in a way so that it pushes all the air like out into the room. And it sucks it up from like behind the chair and stuff like that. And then actually when I'm not streaming, like I have my laptop on my lap, my keyboard and stuff on my lap with my Stream Deck. I actually made this little plexiglass like thing, like lap holder. And I don't want to say glued, but like I affixed. I'll just use the word affixed. Vent. I affixed my keyboard and Stream Deck to this little like plexiglass shelf I made so that I could just pick it up and put it down. And I just put it on top of my PC when I'm not using it. I pick it up, put it down here. That's it. That's my setup. This is even before I had my Stream Deck, so my keyboard just sat on my lap on its own. But yeah, that's it. That's the setup. That's my cozy little room that has everything I own in it. You just posted yours in content sharing? All right, well here, I don't want to accidentally share anything. I will jump on Discord and check. Very nice, very nice. Now, am I just rating people's setups? Everyone send me your gaming setup. Jump on the Discord right now, ! Discord in chat. Gain access to the community Discord. Everyone can join. Share your gaming setup and I'll rate you live on stream. Let's see. Oh my gosh. Actually, I like it. I like the ring light. You do face cam stuff, like you're a faced streamer, so you need that lighting. I just need enough lighting that I could track my beautiful mug. But that's a nice setup. I love the Elgato Wave 3. I love that arm, that mic arm. Is that the official Elgato mic arm? Because that's way too expensive for my blood. You've got a Razer. Is that the Epic? Is that the Naga? No, that's the Adder. What is it? That is the Elgato arm. Why did you spend so much money? I don't, but it's probably really good, right? Like it works really well. It's really tight or loose where it needs to be. The Naga Pro, okay. I'm just peeping, okay? I'm just peeping. Let's peep. What is this boyo in the background? What is this boyo right here? He looks like he shoots something. But yeah, no, I like it. 2 monitors. Nice, nice. You've got my big beautiful face there, so you get bonus points. I will rate this 7 tater tots out of potato. Where you could throw it right into content sharing. You could throw it right underneath monkeys. Right into monkeys. Throw it right here, right in content sharing. There you go. That's a nice PC. Let's see. MSI graphics card. You got the Cooler Master. Let's see. You got RGB memory. Very nice. What is this? Is that a 3070? Boop. Let's see, reset my zoom. I see Monkey in the background. You aren't a gamer. 3070? Nice. There we go. I love the Pop collection. Oh my god, Rugrats. I have not even thought. My brain has not comprehended Rugrats for so many years. I didn't know they still made stuff for it. Where's Reptar? You don't have Reptar. Budamaga. Let's go. I love it. I absolutely love it. See, that's the one thing that I regret about not being, like, not having my face on stream, is that I can't set up a cool gamer setup. If I ever became famous, chat, I probably would do, like, an actual streaming room, and then I would probably take a picture of it, and then just impose my VTuber over top. Let's face it. But, I don't know. Like, that's the one thing. But at the same time, with being digital, I can make my gamer setup look like whatever I want, right? I can make it look like whatever I want. Oh, I love the monkey. That's awesome. The Pooh shirt. Let's go. Oh, it's a helmet. That's what it is. Nice. I couldn't... Now that I see it, it's obvious to me what it was. But before, in my brain, it was like a little robot, like a little mech. And it had arms, and those were like machine guns in the front. It's got the... You got the Lightning McQueen. I know it's not actually, but... Oh... But yeah, now everyone, you now see the thing that I'm looking at, and the banana here. I'll show banana. You also have the banana. You have to have the banana. You can't be monkey business without banana. I almost hit the wrong button on my Stream Deck, which would have reopened like OBS and everything else. Oh, that was bad. I need to put that browser button a little bit further away, or be a little more careful with my errant pressing. There we go. All right, let me close these out before I forgore. But yeah, that is my gamer setup. That is my streaming setup. That is my current setup. It's been added to a little bit since then. I have like my wireless charger attached to that arm, so I can charge my phone in front of me. I've got like a little charging station for like my mouse battery, like things like that. But aside from that, that's basically my setup. So now everyone knows what it looks like, and how I can maintain maximum comfort for 24-hour streams while sitting in a frickin' recliner. Let's go get more fireworks. You need a desk? Honestly, I had considered getting a desk. Like, here's the story. I don't know if I actually finished the story. So I would always use a laptop for like my entire life. The very first computer I had was a computer, because I was like a 13-year-old child, and I didn't have money, so I got like whatever I can get. But then whenever I wanted to go to my friend's house, or go to like an anime convention, or just like go anywhere, I couldn't bring my computer with me. So I'm like, this is so inconvenient. So I'm like, I'm going to get a laptop so I could bring my computer with me. But then it was constantly struggling between, well, now this is on my computer, not my laptop, and it's a pain in the ass to constantly update my laptop. So I told myself, I'm like, why do both? Why not just get like a gaming laptop and just make that my computer? When I was at home, I could plug it into like a mount and have a monitor and have a keyboard and have everything. And then when I was away, it had built in everything. And then I'm like, honestly, I just keep it on my lap, have a recliner. I don't need to worry about a desk. I have a nice comfy chair. And that was just it. That was good. I took it with me whenever I went out. You know, like, I was 10 out of 10. Eventually, it got to the point where I stopped really traveling. You know, like once I moved from New York, I really didn't go to my friends' houses anymore, because, you know, I didn't live in that state anymore. So it's like I didn't need to be mobile. And on top of it, with remote control technology, I can control this computer, like this PC, from my phone. Like, I don't need a laptop to access my files anymore. This isn't the 90s. So I told myself, I'm like, why am I like struggling with this like laptop while streaming? You know what I mean? So I decided to get a PC. But I didn't want to get rid of my recliner. I wanted to be comfy still. So I'm like, I know, I'll do this complicated thing where I like string them up from the ceiling and hold the monitors over and this, that, and the other thing. And everyone just told me, just get a desk, bro, just get a desk. And I'm like, but I can't sit at a desk with my recliner. You don't understand. I've been spoiled, chat. I've been spoiled. I need the recliner. I need it. I can't imagine sitting at like an office desk chair for like 10 hours a day watching things. I can't. No. I could fall asleep in this chair watching things. I could actually just recline all the way back and fall asleep. And I've been spoiled by this. I can never go back. I can never go back to desk. I can never return. Let me grab these fireworks before I entirely forget. In fact, we might need to make some more. Let's go ahead and just make some more real quick while we's here. Like this. And Bam. Bam. Wham bam. Thank you, ma'am. There we go. That should be good for now. Put that in there. Beautiful. So yeah, that's the story of how I met your mother. I mean, that's the story of how I set up this complicated, this complicated setup. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't have those in there either. Those are gonna keep falling down. Is there more? Is there more? We never really get to watch this thing work because I'm never here. Dad, is that you? Yes, I'm your father. Monkey, I am your father. That's not true! That's impossible! And midichlorians? Those are just tiny bacteria in your... It's the whole robot chicken sketch entirely. I am glad to see that this is working as intended. I'm glad. I mean, you are still alive. I mean, maybe. Oh, chat, I hate to break it to you, but the real potato died in 1987. This is all a pre-recording being transmitted into the future by bouncing the radio signal off a distant star and having it wrap back around and retransmit to a planet that has long since some doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. It has the same energy as oh, thank you, Mr. McCucket. Like, you know, you fixed my problems, and I'm going to go to the bar and talk about what a great person you are. And you go sit down and you talk to the old wise bartender. It's like, oh yeah, Mr. McCucket, you know, he's the one that helped me, you know, fix my ED problem. And then the bartender like stops. You're like, McCucket? They've been dead for 20 years. And then you're like, whoa. And then when you go back to the house where McCucket lived, I don't know why his name's McCucket. Just that's it. I'm sticking with it. Then you find out that it was like a demolished lot. They were dead this whole time. You were talking to a ghost. Yo, Ness, thank you so much for the hydrate, mate. All right, chat, eat your water. It's good for you. I need to drink more water for this stream, chat. I do. My throat's drying out bad. You could find your setup in cool. But you found your setup while you do the clip. My brain broke reading that. Could find my setup in cool, but you found out your setup while you're doing the clip cool streams. Once, still want to see? Yeah, send. I still have Discord opened on my other monitor, so when you send it, I will see, and we will take a moment. Oh, there it is. 1 second. We take a moment. Boop. Honestly, I love that. That looks super professional. You've got like a regular desk lamp providing like ambient light, right? You just got it back, like, you know, backlighting, important. That honestly looks like a lot like my mic. 1 second. My old mic, at least. I had a Studotac, I think that was the name of my mic, and it looked almost identical to that. Like the what's its name? Like the rattle cage and everything. Let's see. 3 monitors, very nice, very nice. Stream Deck, I love the tiny Stream Deck. Honestly, I almost got this one. It's a Rode mic? Oh, sweet, nice. Also have kitties. Yes, you has kitties. They sleep on your desk. Yes. But yeah, no. watching Zentra playing Lethal Company. What a good time. But yeah, no, that's a super awesome setup. I love the what's its name? The little sound blockers. I forget the name of them. The sound patty things. I feel like every streamer has these guys, and don't get me wrong, you kitty at the same time, let's go. I feel like everyone gets these, and people think that you need to get these specific ones. 3 monitors for the win. Exactly. I can't live without 3 monitors. I don't know what I almost added a 4th monitor. Chat, I genuinely almost added a 4th monitor, except for I fear for this thing already being way over its rating. It's supposed to only be able to hold like 80 pounds, this arm that you saw attached to my monitors. And I think I did the math and I have like 100 pounds on it, but it's like, yeah, I'm sure there's some variance. And I took apart some things and like bolstered the materials. So it's like, I made it stronger than it was. And I have like 4-inch lags in the wall holding it up, and like 8 of them, you know, so I'm like, this wall should come down before this arm comes down, but I still fear adding like an extra like 10 pounds, you know what I mean? So, but yeah, no, super cozy, super cool setup. I was saying, for anyone that's at home that wants to set up like a soundproofing, or not soundproofing, sound deadening, not even sound deadening, that's not even the right word. They want to fix their acoustics. These look super cool. So if you're gonna like have your face on stream and you're gonna have that visible, I definitely recommend them because they just look so clean, and you could do something like you can make patterns with them. You can get different colored ones. But if you're not gonna show your face, like if you're gonna be a VTuber, they're totally not necessary. You could buy like some cheap foam and it'll do the same thing. And these used to be dirt cheap. So I pray, Wolfie, you got these when they were cheap, because now they're like $5 a pop. Like, that's disgusting. They should never be that expensive. You need to order some order some to chill the Echo. Yeah, no, definitely. Heck yeah, buddy, let's go. Yes, these used to be like, I don't want to say pennies, but like 10 cents. Like, they were dirt cheap. And everyone bought them when they were that cheap. And that's a steal. Grab them, right? If you could get them that cheap, get them. But I would not pay more than $1 for one of these little tiles these days, and they're charging like up to $5 for some of them. They're foam. They're literally foam. You could go buy some closed cell foam. It won't look pretty, but it will give you the effect you're going for. It'll cut that echoiness. Heck, you can hang blankets. You can grab like some cheap Walmart comforter and hang it on a wall. The thing you need in your room is a little bit of texture, just to. Honestly, you don't even need to have foam if you have just crap in your room. Like, perfect example, when I was showing my room before and you saw like all the shelves and stuff I had, that's enough sometimes to cut that echoiness out. So like, genuinely, this is a great look though, and I love how clean they look. So if you're gonna be showing off your streamer setup and you want it to look good, 100% that's the way to go. But please don't spend like $5 a tile. It's just, you're paying for the look at that point. You're paying to look clean. You're paying for that crisp streamer look, right? You have echoes, but you have crap everywhere. I mean, having crap everywhere doesn't necessarily fix things. You have to have strategic crap everywhere. You need to strategize where your crap is. Like, let's say all your crap is like against one wall and then you have a giant open space to the other side. The sound's going to bounce off and reverberate, right? If you're in a really big room and you have crap everywhere, you don't have enough crap everywhere because that room's huge. Get in the video broadcast. And that's another thing. You could also, if you've got like a perfect example, like Monkey, you've got the Wave 3. It comes with, what was it, NVIDIA broadcast? They called it something different. They called it like, oh wait, I could just look. I could just tell you exactly what they call it because I have Wavelink. Also, welcome in, Nightly. Hope you're having an absolutely fantastic night, mate. Where's my Wavelength? There's my Wavelength. Oh, they do call it NVIDIA Broadcast. They call it NVIDIA Broadcast Noise Removal by Elgato, as if Elgato invented it. But literally, you flip a switch, you have to have, now, correct me if I'm wrong here, but you have to have, I think, a 3080 or higher because it uses your GPU. It uses your GPU to like AI out background sound. Nope, you could do it with less. That's awesome. You have crap on one wall and on the floor and 3 empty. See, the 3 empty walls is what's killing you. The 3 empty walls is where everything. You have a 3070, so maybe it's a 3070. I know you have to have like a, I don't want to say an RTX card, but I think you need like an RTX card. You need like that era of card before it'll allow you to use broadcast. I'm fairly certain. I don't know for certain, so I might be wrong. If you're considering it, definitely use it. It's awesome. I'm technically using it right now, but I have it turned down really low because it was so sensitive that it would cut out like sounds I wanted to pick up, like me being stupid. You just found out your mountain generating up to 312 on your data pack. The highest you ever seen is 280. You got some tall boy mountains, huge mountains. But yeah, no, the broadcast, because I think it used to just be called broadcast, like NVIDIA broadcast. And it is an excellent tool, especially if you have like a budget microphone or you're not good with mics. Like if you don't have a sound guy, you don't know how to set it up. 2060 and higher. Okay, perfect. Yes. So you do need a somewhat more recent video card, but the 2060, I feel like the 2060 is like what, like at least 5 years old now, if not what, older? Like, actually, wait, when did the 3060 come out? Oh, no, 2060. Oh, never mind. That's like everyone. When did the NVIDIA 2060 come out? 2019. Yeah. 2019. That's a good 5 years, chat. If your graphics card is older than that, then I don't know how you're playing any games. Honestly, I don't know how you're playing any games. You're going to bed. No worries, Wolfie. You have a great night. Thank you again for the raid. You guys have an absolutely fantastic night. Sleep good, Wolfie. Vanilla cuts off anything at 255. Really? I didn't know that. Struggle bus. I feel that. But honestly, it does sound really good. You have to tweak it a little bit. Otherwise, it'll literally cut out everything. which sometimes is good. Like, perfect example, I don't like when it picks up my keyboard clacking. Like, I don't like that, but some streamers, like, that's an ASMR thing, right? Hearing the clicky clack of, like, a mechanical keyboard. Some people really like hearing stuff like that. Breathing. If, like, you don't have a pop filter or anything like that for your microphone, it cuts all that out. That's another really useful thing that it does. It also dehisses, which I mean popping, dehissing. They're technically separate things, but they're basically the same thing. You like to hear the keys, but not the rumble from your keyboard. I mean, even sometimes, like if you have like a really loud PC fan, just hearing the in the background, or like an air conditioner. Like if you're like in a room where you have to have like one of those window units to keep you from dying, like amazing, absolutely amazing technology. You flip a switch, it's on, you're done. Set it and forget it. If you know clicky clacky, then get off the internet, see thing. But yeah, I mean, like, it's a super useful thing to have that back in the day, the only way you can fix was by like having very precisely made like noise gates and thresholds and things like that. So you like the clicking when someone is typing a paragraph. Like I said, I'm picky about the clicking. Like, don't get me wrong, if I'm like clicking like in that satisfying ASMR way, I like hearing it. But if I'm just like typing a paragraph, I don't want to hear like, I don't know. It's too much for me. You cannot stand the click. Exactly. You have a mechanical keyboard. Like I got very used to having like the membrane keyboards that were built into laptops being like stealth. Now I'm at the point where if I'm like up at 4 a.m, like typing away at a paper or doing something like that, I have to be like, can everyone in the house hear me typing? Ethos videos from like 2013 to 2014 are the perfect example of what you like in keyboard sounds. That and like every keyboard, every mechanical keyboard sounds different. In fact, I'm fairly certain they make mechanical keyboard keys to specifically be louder or softer, like depending upon like how you specifically want it to sound and feel. It's crazy. I've seen people make custom keyboards. Like the amount of customability you have in making a custom keyboard is absolutely insane. Like insane. And meanwhile, I'm sitting here like, as long as my keyboard pushes button when I push button, I'm happy. Don't get me wrong, I like the whole lit up keyboard thing, but I don't even need to be gamer. I don't even need to be RGB. I just want to be able to see the keys in the dark in case I don't feel like specifically putting both hands on the home row keys and typing proper. You know what I mean? I want to be able to see I'm hitting the enter key and the shift key and not accidentally hitting the other one and sending my message too early. But yeah, wow, 2019, the 2060 came out. That's insane, honestly. We've come so far. Let's see. What were we doing here a second ago? My brain forgore. Oh, yo, OSR dropped his. One sec. We're going to check out OSR. We're going to rate OSRs. Oh, yeah. Well, I forgot to give Wolfie, if you're watching the VOD later, I forgot to rate yours. I'm going to rate yours 17 French fries out of tot. Let's see. We got Darkus' set up. Yo, let's go. I love these mics. I love the RGB mics. They're so clean. Very nice 2-monitor display. Casual wooden desk. Let's go. Nice pop filter too. Got the stretchy one. Oh yeah, we kind of got off into this tangent night where I was just kind of rating people's displays on Discord. So if you want to jump in, !Discord, feel free to drop your display in and I'll give it a rating. The ratings mean nothing. They're completely senseless, nonsensical garbage. But we're having a good time. And I can show you if you've missed it. I showed off my absolutely obscene display of my streaming setup. Fairly certain no one in this room is going to have anything close to what I have. Because I'm insane. And this all stemmed off of me making a comment about Wolfie having a standing desk and me asking about a laying desk. Show it here. One sec. I got to pull up the pictures again. 1 second. There we go, and let's see, that's not me. I'll go back to rating everyone else's setup in just a second. So here's my triple monitor array, and you'll notice there's a big arm right here holding it up as I sit in a recliner with a keyboard on my lap. This is what it looks like from a third-person view. That is my streaming setup. This is when I first installed it, so everything's very bare. But this is literally the potato POV. And the arm just pushes away, folds up against the wall. It has another pivot in so you can like bend it out so it's like facing out to the rest of the room so you can like lay in bed and watch stuff. And it basically like 360 wraps around me. Legit, I know, right? Let's see. We'll go back to rating everyone else's setup here. Darkest Twilight. Did I give Darkest a rating? I don't think I gave them a rating. I'm gonna go 3.5 waffle fries out of Spud. Definitely. This is your work setup, like the one you posted here. We'll get to it. 1 second. Let's see. We have OSRs. We got to do OSRs. That is dark. But then again, you don't face cam, so you don't have to worry about that. You just need enough light for your actually no, your PNG tuber, even better. You don't even need to worry about that. You just need it to go off your microphone. So you literally don't need to worry about your lighting. Big bonus of being a PNG tuber. Huge bonus. Oh, my setup is your work setup. Let's go. I'm not the only one, chat. See, I'm not strange. I'm not alone. I'm not alone. Yours is so trashed. I mean, mine was only clean because it was being set up at the time. Mine's not nearly as clean now. Honestly, it wasn't even clean then. My carpet was all screwed up, like my throw rug and everything was all messed up. My room was a wreck. My room's constantly a wreck. It's just, that's it. I love the PC. That would keep me up at night. OSR, I have no idea. You don't sleep in this room. I can't imagine you sleep in this room. I absolutely can't imagine you sleep in this room. I love the mats though. Full coverage of the desk. You have your spear and a beer, I'm sure, over here. These speakers bring me back. How old are these speakers? These speakers remind me of like the old standing speakers that you actually plugged in with like the 3/8 quarter-inch like jacks. The Scepter screen suit. Yeah, I do have, I mean, they're really good for like $100. You can't beat that. I'm sorry. I feel like everyone and their mother on the internet has them, but like, I understand why. You got Asus monitors over here, though. All right. We got Asus monitors over here. OSR's flexing on us with their non-budget monitors. The way that I saw it, because I had to make this PC on a budget, I got 3 monitors for the same price I could have got 1 really good monitor. And here's the thing, right? Unless I was going to get 120 refresh rate on all of them, I was going to cut them down to 60 FPS to help for encoding anyway. So there was no point in me having like spend the extra money to go up to like 90 or 100 like hertz refresh rate, right? Oh, what monitors? He got ASUS. Yeah, he's got ASUS. Boom, 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 boom. So what else made this? That's it. I have to, 1 second. We're gonna go over, we're gonna pull one of these, chat. 1 second. We're gonna pull one of these. There we go. We're gonna pull one of these, and we're gonna correct something. We're gonna correct a wrong here. 1 second. There we go. We're correcting a wrong here. 1 second. We're correcting a wrong here. There we go. We've done it, chat. Oh, we've done it, chat. Here, 1 second. I am doing this with a mouse. How accurate can I do this with a mouse? How accurate can I do this with a mouse? How accurate can I do this with a mouse? How accurate can I do this with a mouse? There we go. 10 out of 10 Photoshop. There we go. Burn. He's got the sus monitor. He's got the dripped out sus monitor set up. Sideways D-stamper at work today and unironically thought it was a crewmate head. Chat, that has the same energy as like when you see it's like the clothing brand. It's like Champion, right? Where it's like you start seeing Among Us and everything. Like here, 1 second. I just close this out real quick. Paint, go away. Paint, leave this place. Where is it? champion clothing logo. Yeah. It's just a sideways Among Us. It's where your brain starts to rot so much where everything is just boop, 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 boop. Or like that door. Wait, what was the door? No, there was a door. 1 second. I'll get back to rating people's setups. Just give me a second. Door that squeaks sus. No, come on. Where's the Among Us door? Among Us door squeak. Okay, here. I'm gonna mute. I'm gonna mute the turn the 1 second. All right, that one wasn't as good. I've heard better. Wait, I've heard a better one. What is this? Verify to continue puzzle crap. Okay, that wasn't as bad. There's some of these that sound so perfect. So perfect. The Among Us puzzle, no. There's some of these that sound so perfect where it just sounds like someone actually pulled the sound out of the game. And I'm like, is that real? I don't believe that that's not real. I don't believe that that's not real. All right. Let's go back. Let's see. Let's reset this. Let's see. So, all right, OSR. I'm gonna give your stream setup 34.12 repeating spuds out of starch. Yeah, I think that's fair. Good job, mate. Good job. Got the mood lighting. Here's Oob setup. All right, let's rate Oob setup. Let's go. We got some. Your camera was a little shaky there. Waffle fries. Am I gay? I'm Ace, actually. Welcome in, mate. We got the gamer fan. We got the half drink. We have the half drink cup. Let's face it, that's more than half drink. That's fully drank. Please ban me. You need it. I mean, you just asked mods to swing the hammer. That's up to them. I will leave that to the mods. Oh wait, what's this? Wait, chat, what's this? Did Oob accidentally leak? Did Oob accidentally leak something? What's this? I'm zoom in. Enhance. Was this a leak? Chat, is this a leak? What is this? Is this a leak, chat? Oh man, I can't tell what that is. I guess we're gonna have to never look at it again. Yup, never gonna see that again. Furry? What's a furry? Good sir, I'm a potato. I am fox-shaped, so I understand. Friend-shaped, fox-shaped. I get it. I get the misunderstanding, but yes, I am potato. My brain is made of starch. I am spud through and through. Let's see. Oob gets one half spud, one half fry, one waffle fry out of spot. Starchy. Yeah, see, I'm a starchy. There you go. Fox-shaped. I'm fox-shaped, okay? I'm fox-shaped, guys. I'm fox-shaped, okay? This is the way I was made. I can't help it. There we go. I think I rated everyone's setup. Did I miss anyone? I think I got everyone. Oh, let's see. What were we doing? I was gonna build. Hashtag secret spoiler. I was gonna build a thing, chat. I was totally trying to build like a bamboo farm. That's right. We're doing a bamboo farm. Where did we get so distracted? Can you build a foot? Like a whole foot? Yes. Will I? Maybe. But definitely not today. All right, let's see. Is it storming outside or is it nighttime? If we could sleep to make the storm go away. We needed to get fireworks. Now we need to go outside and find a good location to build. It is nighttime. Please now? Absolutely not. Here, wait. You know what? I will accommodate you. 1 second. Redfoot, because In Minecraft, that is, there you go. Look at that. Look at that. It's a remarkable resemblance. Look at them stompers. Look at them tootsies. Look at them beans. By the way, you made a diorite biome. Let's go. How many potatoes do you have? Man's asked me to show my potato collection off. Okay, 1 second. 1 second. Let me clean up the foot. The foot cannot remain. Let's go show off the potato collection. 1 second. Let me show off the potato collection, chat. We have someone asking about how many potatoes we have. I think we have a small amount of potatoes. Just a small amount of potatoes. Just a tiny amount. Just a little bit. Just a little bit of potatoes. Just a kind of. Could be more. I mean, it's gonna be 5 million eventually. Gonna be 5 million eventually. Just a wee bit of spuds here. Just a wee bit of spuds. Can you see your potato? I am staring as hard as I can. We've planted 156,523. Thank you for the drip nightly. So much so, we have 2 golden potato trees growing out here in our beautiful potato fields. Can you have your potatoes? No, they're mine. My precious. Mine, all mine. No, I will share. I will share. Everyone has a chance once a year to come onto this world. Phrasing. To enter this world and view and consume potatoes at their own leisure. Nightly, how dare you? Why? Why? Because you have no FOD in your Minecraft world. No! We need to send potatoes. We need to send potatoes to less fortunate worlds. We are deep frying excess potatoes. We have the potato storage room, which I could show you the second I'm not stuck in T-pose. I'm asserting my dominance, but I'm also asserting my lack of mobility. I need my arms to move. No! Don't worry, chat. You can save me. If someone else tees me, it'll undo someone else's tea. Surely you don't want me to sit here staring at you, helpless, unable to escape, unable to move, unable to end stream, unable to able. Right? Right? Oh, release me, please. I beg. I beg. There we go. Okay, arms free. Let's go. I will show off the last vestige of potato collection, and then that's it. We're gonna go find a place to put our bamboo farm. Brevert, did I miss your message? Beans. No, Dark, you wouldn't. You wouldn't, Darkus. You wouldn't, right? Right. We're cool, right? We're homies. We're fam. You wouldn't T-pose me against my will, right? Now when we're coming down here to look at the potato storage, where we have our diligent workers, definitely not potato slaves, throwing all these blocks exactly 1 block forward so that they could go up along this water stream here. And once these chests are all filled, get deep fried. Come onto my world, noob, how dare you. All of these chests are filled. And all of the hoppers that are behind these chests are filled with potatoes waiting to be planted. And the rest of them get to turn into tater tots. They get deep fried. It's your fault. I blame you. Hashtag blame oob. Let's get it trending on Twitter, chat. Hashtag blame oob. Alright. Distractions. No more distractions. We need chat. We need to find a place. At least find the place today. At least find the place today. So let's see, if I stand, let's say, in the fountain, let's call the fountain the middle, right? If I make, that's the wrong button, there we go. If I make a shape that is a despawn sphere, and we turn it on. I don't know what that one is. Let's see. Everything that's inside this despawn sphere can random tick, which means it can grow, like all crops. Let me out the window. So we need to build our bamboo farm somewhere within this dome. I still missed it. Oh my gosh, wait. I'm just gonna actually read up your message. Where did I miss? Did you see what you said when you were, did you see what Mike said when we were playing Cloud Wars? Oh, yes. Right on your face. And I don't know if someone clipped it. I was going to, but I was laughing too hard, and then I think when I went to do it, I missed the moment. And it was like already gone. I'm paused. I'm paused. There's no danger. I'm paused. No. All right. Well, while we're here, let's assess the situation, chat. We have lots of land in which we could put a bamboo farm. As long as it's inside this red dome, it will always be growing. The other criteria I would like to meet is letting it have sky access, so I don't want to build it under. You clipped it after the fact? Okay, good. I forgot if it was NBents or Mike. I think it's Mike that doesn't post their VODs, so like I couldn't go back and clip it, and I think I just confused myself and thought I couldn't do that. Why do people always say such stuff on Clouded Wars? I think that was more of like a translation error. Like I think Mike didn't realize what he was saying until it was already too late. Very similar to me. Where it was like he knew what he meant to say, and it just didn't come across that way. If you get what I mean. For everyone that doesn't have context, on the Metacraft server, they were playing a mini game, and basically NBents hit Mike off a platform, and the platform they landed on was right where Brevert was, and then Brevert and them basically fought for life or death. And Mike literally said that Brevert came he came right on Brevert's face or something. Like the comment he made was like that he came right on Brevert's face. And everyone just was immediately like, ayo, what? Why am I still T-posed? Darkus, you crit me. My gosh, release me, please. I beg. Please. Yo, Angel, how's it going, mate? Welcome in. I'm actually stuck in an infinite T. It won't release me. Oh, there we go. I'm free. Oh, okay. All right. So somewhere within this sphere, Dom Potato, dominant, very. I'm trying so hard to not say something that will be permanently clipped on the internet for the rest of time. That will become another awkward clip that will introduce me to yet another person. Chat, you have no idea. I was going to say something like, something along the lines that involved the words Dommy and Daddy and Potato all in the same sentence. In my brain, you'll be proud of me. For once said Potato. Don't do it. And then I was like, okay. Yeah, you put up a good argument. Dommy Daddy Potato. Immediate regret. Immediate. You wouldn't clip it if you say you're lying. Cap. Hardest cap. Everyone that was lurking in my chat right now is mashing that clip button as hard as humanly possible. I could hear through the ether of time and space people's keyboards being broken twine as people mash the clip button. Today in history, every mouse across the United States was shattered under the force of the tremendous weight of users at home watching twitch.tv/PotatoFoxPlays, pushing the clip button, accidentally called your youth pastor dad one time, and for some reason everyone thinks he's actually your dad, even though he's barely older than me. Look, accidentally calling someone dad, I feel like that happens, right? Accidentally calling someone daddy? Sus. Immediate sus. 10 out of 10, you're getting voted off the island. Next. Called your teacher's mom and one cried and hung me. Aww. I called my friend's dad mom once, and I legitimately thought they were my mom, and I could defend myself in this situation, okay? Yo, Ender Dragon, how's it going, mate? Welcome in. When I was a child, when I was young, actually, a friend that is in this chat that I've spoken of tons of times, Spike, that's been in this chat before, their dad has, like, luxurious, long, like, rock star hair, okay? Like, legit. And if his dad ever in chat watching this or ever sees his VOD, your hair rocks, never cut it, you're a legend. Anyway, they're also blonde. Just happens to be the same hair color as my mom. And their hair is, like slightly more or less curly, like the hairstyle is a little less, but at this time, when I was a child, my mom and my friend's dad had the same length of hair, roughly the same color of hair, and from behind, I am approaching what I thought was my mother, grabbed their pants, like, you know, like the kid tug, like, Mom, I want attention, or I need thing, and went, Mom, to my friend's dad, which then turned around, and I immediately realized, I messed up. And they looked at me like, what? Like, are you okay? And then I immediately was like, oh, never mind. And I just turned around and like left the room. Just embarrassed. See, you didn't do it. You named the clip. You named the clip. Dommy Daddy Potato. Lies. Wait, let's see how bad. Let's see how bad this is. How bad is this? How bad am I going to regret this? Dommy Daddy Potato. Immediately. Dommy Daddy Potato. No, it's running on loop. No. That clip will one day come up to haunt me a year from now. Just mark my words. One day, a year from now, someone's going to shout me out on their channel. And then this is going to play. Dommy Daddy Potato. That's it. No context. Just that. Understand what is going to happen one day. This is your fault, Arcus. Oh, glorious. All I yearn for is to find a location. I feel like this whole stream I've been looking for a location for a bamboo farm, and then I just errant side quests. What games do I play? Let's see. Mostly Minecraft, but we do play other survival games. We do play other funny games. We do 7 Days to Die. We've done Among Us. We've done Lethal Company. Love you too, Potato. I love you too, mate. But mostly Minecraft. We're primarily a Minecraft channel. But I've played random games, like I did Hi-Fi Rush. Geez, I'm trying to think. What other game? We've done Getting Over It, unfortunately for me. And again. What is this? What is this one named now? The clip. Dommy Daddy Potato. No! Lies. No! Wait, let's see how bad. Let's see how bad this is. How bad is this? How bad am I going to regret this? You got me thrice! Dommy Daddy Potato. Ah! It's Clipception. It's a clip within a clip. Dommy Daddy Potato. No, it's running on loop. You named the clip. Dommy Daddy Potato. Look, I will say this. This clip is 1,000,000 times better because at least it gives you context to the previous clip. New alert sound. I refuse. What? I don't know. Guys, how many biddies to play Dommy Daddy Potato? No, absolutely. Actually, I regret bringing this up to consensus. I refuse. 1,000 bits. I did. That's what I said. I immediately regretted saying it again. I immediately. 1,000 bits. Okay, for 1,000 bits. For 1,000 bits, I would say it again willingly. Honestly, I would say for 1,000 bits, I'd even say the forbidden 3 letters. No! All right, guys. Well, it was fun. I'm going to end stream there. You guys, thank you so much for just bless this mess. Low-key craving some Mike Jersey subs. Jersey Mikes? Yeah, honestly, Jersey Mikes is pretty good. Not going to lie. Honestly, we used to have a Jersey Mike's near us, and we don't anymore, which is sad because they're way better than Subway. But honestly, I feel like I had Jersey Mike's more recently. I went to what is your next favorite Bach update? My favorite, the Crafter, hands down, no hesitation, Crafter. Other stuff cool, but Crafter. When I went to Virginia, what's his name? Like at this point, it was October of last year. It was when we didn't stream for that week because I was going to wedding. They had a Jersey Mike's next to the hotel I stayed in, and I ate there almost every night because it was just cheap and convenient. But it was nothing like what I remembered. It was a lot closer to Subway, not like actually Subway. Like it's still way better, but like they weren't using boar's head meat. Like they were using like stop saying it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not going to say it. It's not getting said. I'm not saying it. It's you can't make me say it. Imagine comparing to Subway. No, that's why I said it's not. It's not. It's not as good as it used to be. Like, I think when they first came out, they were like a million times better. But they also got a lot more expensive. Why does the clip have... I'm not saying those words. What you're trying to trap me at this point. The clip that definitely doesn't say that. It definitely doesn't say that. You're lying. You're 100% lying. You're 100% Tommy Daddy Potato. No, I'm not. No, absolutely. Actually, Tommy Daddy Potato. There's not moist father in the link. Okay, Brevert, you're not tricking me. You will not trick me. Ever.
Will not trick me again.
It actually does, though? Oh my god, wait, it does. Oh my god. Not just moist dad, but blatant moist dad. Swift rage. Swift rage is correct. Immediate rage. Wait, Chad. You don't understand what I'm talking about. It's the URL. Here, wait, can you see this? The actual URL is blatant moist dad swift rage. Twitch, what is wrong with you? Save our souls, please. I'm dying. I can't. Okay, I can't. I'm dead. Clipception 2. No. There's too many clips. 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 Okay, chat. Please. I beg. Please. I wish to only find location. Can we do that? Can we at least do that tonight? It's been 3 it's been 3 hours. Oh my geez. Okay, chat. Can we find a location? And then I'm going to go consume more burrito than my body has room for. What happens if YouTube buy Twitch? Honestly, that's a good question. What happens if YouTube buy Twitch? I would imagine... Honestly, no. I think that would be a good thing. Honestly, I think that might be a good thing. No, wait. I'm second guessing myself there. Here would be the cool thing. YouTube, I think, knows what they're doing better when it comes to, like, what's the word? Like, algorithms for distributing media. So I think more people on Twitch would be, like, found, so to speak. But at the same time, I feel like YouTube is toxic nearly with the favoritism, which I mean Twitch kind of is too, but Twitch has proved a lot cooler in that regard than YouTube. And not just that, but like over censoring. So like it'll get to the point where you can't say the F word on Twitch, otherwise you will literally like have your ad revenue taken from you. So I don't know. I feel like there's a good and a bad side to that. I don't think I would be against it, but I would be afraid of what they might do. That'll be where I leave that. I don't think it'll necessarily be bad, but I would be afraid. Let's sleep. Let us quickly sleep, so we don't have to worry about mobs. Do a slep. All right, I want to find a location, chat. I want to find a location, and then we're probably gonna wrap up stream. It's because YouTube has bad ad block. I mean, they tried. They tried. Let's face it, they tried. They failed. They're doing some other shady stuff right now, like, which they have every right to do. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's their website. They can do whatever they want with it. They're like, anyone that's detected using an ad block, instead of, like, actually blocking the video, which they found out they basically can't do, because people will get around it, they're instead just, like, slowing down the bandwidth to those people, so that, like, it takes longer for their videos to load, which, I mean... that they have the right to do whatever they want. It's their website, it's their servers, it's their bandwidth, but at the same time, like, let's face it, YouTube is making money off of more than just their ads. And look, I'm not going to disagree that they need to make money so that they could, provide this service to us. But at the same time, I think they did more damage than good by being so, like, strict with their ad blocking. I think they kind of screwed themselves. Because they went so aggressive with it that they forced everyone else to be like, no, this is disgustingly abhorrent. And then everyone that built an ad blocker has made like the best ad blocking technology everywhere, to the point where every other website on the internet can't compete because YouTube screwed them. So they actually did a disservice to ads because now the ad blockers are so good to get around YouTube that every other website that doesn't have the money to constantly change their ad stuff is just destroyed, decimated. So an ad blocker ad on YouTube. That's the other thing, is that, like, here's the thing. This is my problem with YouTube trying to block ads. If YouTube was the one distributing the ads, like they decided what ads got to go, like what ads to go out, like they're like, we're gonna have a yellow flesh or raid shatty leggies. That's the ad because we're deciding it. Okay, cool. You get to do that. Put your ad out, play the video, fine. Please don't interrupt the content. Like put the ad in the beginning or the end. That's it. Please don't interrupt the content. They could do whatever they want, but that would be my recommendation. The next thing is, and this is the thing, and this is the real reason that I will support ad block and everything, is other people can make advertisements. Anyone can make an advertisement and have it show up on YouTube. And the problem with that is I could literally break YouTube's terms of service and just put porn on an ad. And then anyone that watches a video will just be served porn because I paid for it. And let's say I'm on YouTube right now as a streamer, and I'm showing someone funny video on YouTube, and then that porn shows up. Now my Twitch gets banned. Now my Kick gets banned. Now my YouTube video, I get banned on YouTube from showing a YouTube video because they showed me porn in an ad. Like, there's nothing stopping that from happening. Yes, it might get caught eventually. Yes, that person might get banned, and then just make another account and do it again. And it's just, the ads don't have enough regulation. So yes, I will support to the end of time ad blockers. They have other ways to make money, like YouTube Premium. They have other ways to make money, like selling your information to advertising companies. They don't need to have ads. Well, no, I should rephrase that. They don't need to force ads on every single person. The people that want to watch ads, watch an ad. The people that don't want to watch an ad, skip an ad. Let people skip ads. Twitch needs to add skip ads. Honestly, Twitch needs an ability to at least like pause ads. Because like, let's say the most dramatic thing was about to happen on my stream right now, and it's like you've been waiting for hours to see this thing, and finally it's crescendoing, it's happening, and welcome to Yellow Flesh. Would you like delicious food at home? And then like an ad interrupts you for like a minute straight. And you don't know what's going on now. And then when the ad ends, oh man, guys, that was the coolest thing we'll ever see in the last 5 years. Don't you agree, everyone in chat? Wow, that was so cool. And you can't control it. I know you can do things as a streamer. Like I could drop a 3-minute ad on everyone right now, and that'll allow you to like not see ads, like mid-roll ads or whatever like that for like an hour. But then I have to interrupt my content. I have to remember to do that. And if I forget to do that every hour, you guys get screwed. Now, here's my suggestion, Twitch CEOs, if you're listening. Allow users to skip the ad, and then basically after so long, it'll force the ad on them because, you know, they have to get their ad revenue, right? But you could basically say, no, not now, and it'll like put the ad off to the corner. It won't play it. It won't count it as played. But whenever you're like, okay, the cool moment has happened, they're going to pee, now I'll play that ad. And let the users choose when to view ads. This way they can get the ads out of the way and then not be interrupted in the content. Everyone wins. You get non-invasive ads, you get the ad revenue, the streamer gets the ad revenue, like everyone wins. My thing is don't interrupt the content. That is my only complaint. And that is the only reason that I will champion ad blockers. Don't block the content. Yes, exactly. That's it. If you did something like that, I would turn off my ad blockers. Casually. No hesitation. If you could allow me to just like snooze the ad and then like wait like up to 30 minutes, like give a generous amount. Like if you were going to automatically force an ad every 30 minutes, give us a 30-minute snooze. And if that 30 minutes is up and I didn't unsnooze the ad, then you force an ad down my throat. That's it. If I want to go for more than a half an hour without an ad, then I should like be subscribed or turbo on Twitch or whatever. They have a million different ways to get rid of it. That's the inconvenience of being free, right? Of being freemium. But give me an option. Don't force it down my throat without any chance to do anything about it at any time. You can skip it. You can skip some ads on YouTube. You can. It's only the ones that people play. What is it? It's like they have a fancy term for it, and YouTube's actually getting sued for it right now, where basically advertisers pay a premium for those skippable ads, because the whole premise is if you skip the ad, then they don't charge the advertiser, and if you watch the ad, then they charge like $1 per view, because the concept is supposed to be if someone is watching that ad, it is because they are intrinsically interested in the ad, because they had the opportunity to skip it if they didn't want it. But the problem was people were getting around that, and there were websites that were like playing full YouTube videos with ads just off in like the corner or obstructed by other ads, and the people were paying a premium to display these ads to people that weren't even seeing them. So YouTube basically got sued because they promised that like eyeballs would be on your product if you paid for that advertising spot, and they weren't getting that. So yeah, I mean, YouTube, how many times has YouTube been sued in the last like year? Let's face it. Honestly, I think ever since the Koopa, was Koopa the correct term? Ever since they screwed up with the kids scene, with collecting information on kids thing, and the whole Koopa scandal, YouTube has been like in and out of court like every 3 months for something. Which I guess you should suppose with a big company like that, they're kind of have eyes on them at all times. You know, someone's always going to want to get that bag. Someone's going to want to make that cheddar off them. But like, some of the stuff is like, oh yes, actual fraud, haha, yes, breaking the law, yes. Or better, catching ears in the first 5 seconds of an ad, like an Old Spice and Purple Mattress get good. I know, right? Honestly, my problem is like, if you're gonna have ads, make it relevant. Make it something that I might actually be interested in watching. Or, and this is for advertisers. This isn't for YouTube. This isn't for Twitch. This is for advertisers. Make your ads funny. Make your ads worth it. Make your ads entertaining to watch. Your ad should be like a segment inside of a video that is like, oh no, I'm curious to see where this ad's going. It shouldn't just be like, buy my product. My product is good. Are you buying my product yet? Let me explain to you with a written essay why my product is good and why you should buy it. No, stop. Even TED Talks are more entertaining than that. If your advertisement is not as at least entertaining as a TED Talk, you have lost me. You have lost me. And not only that, but if you interrupt my content constantly with some ad of some horribly boring content that I don't want to see, you're going to make me spitefully never want to buy your product. Like if a Sony PSVR ad keeps popping up while I'm trying to watch Crunchyroll that I pay for, and it's like the same ad every 50 seconds, I'm going to never want to buy a PlayStation, period. You're going to make me hate your product via your ads. It doesn't even matter what you're advertising. You could be advertising Eternal Youth. I don't care. If it's actually aggravating and annoying me that bad, I will have like a negative connotation toward, like, I will have like the spite reflex to be like, oh, that thing? No, never. Oh, that thing's in my house? Get rid of it. Out the window. Out the window with that. Leave my presence. Like, absolutely not. What if we built it like here, chat? What if we put it like here? Right along the side of our potato farm? What is in here? The rainbow poop coming out of a unicorn made me remember the generic toilet stool. I am concerned. The colors, Duke, the colors! We're either going to build it like over here, chat, on this side of the mountain, which we're kind of not using now, but at the same time, I had plans for this side of the mountain, so I kind of don't want it yet. That, and we're also going to have the honey over here. Probably this is going to get dropped, turned into a converter. Or better yet, do I have room over here? Because when the crafter comes out, I would love to be able to turn this into honey blocks up here. I missed. No, I didn't miss. I unmissed. How did I? I landed on the edge of the hopper. I will turn all of this into honey up here and then drop the glass bottles back into here. So I don't have to, so this farm will be 100% maintenance proof. You can't remember which one it was from, the ad, but you remember the product because it was funny. I mean, how do you like Twitch doing ads? I think that's fair, honestly. Because, like, here's the thing, right? You don't make a lot of money off ads. Period. If you are a big content creator, like you have hundreds of thousands of views, then yeah, you're maybe making like, you know, you might be making like $1,000 a month off ads. But that's it. You know how they're making like $100,000 a month, those big content creators? Subs, donos, bits, sponsors. That's where they're getting their money from. They're not getting it from the AdSense account. Now, if you're a YouTuber, then maybe. They're not. They're not. They have this program that they're planning on releasing. I don't think they've released it yet. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. Where you could get, I think it was 50-50. And then I think there was a way. No, I think it was 50-50. And then I think YouTube has like a 70-30, or no, it was Kick. Some other platform has like a 70-30 split where you get 70% and the platform gets 30%. Which I think that's a little bit better because let's face it, like I understand that the website is the one serving the ads. I understand the website is the one that has the majority of the costs. But here's the wake-up call to everyone out there that wants to stick on their side. Yeah, YouTube has 70-30. Okay, there you go. Here's the wake-up call. Without the content creator's content, they have nothing to put ads on. They have no revenue. Yes, the content creator might need the service in order to put their content up, but they could go somewhere else. They can make their own website. They can run their own thing. YouTube and Twitch and other social media, TikTok, you name it, is just a convenient vehicle to deliver content where everyone is already at. It is a platform that has millions of eyes on it already. So it's an easy way for people to see content. However, if all of these creators just didn't put their content up, then YouTube would make no money. Twitch would make no money. There would be nothing for anyone to watch. So you got to kind of think that in the beginning of the day, it starts with making sure that they have proper incentive to make content so you could put ads on it. And then at that point, sure, squeeze as much money as you can out of them. You got to make your money, right? You got to make ends meet. You got to be able to keep the website up so that everyone can keep posting content so you can keep posting money. That's like the vicious cycle, right? But like, let's face it, websites like YouTube and Twitch, they're not profitable. They're never meant to be profitable. They were never meant, and they might be trying to get there eventually to get into a way that they could be profitable, but they are not meant to make money. They are meant to collect information so that their other services could make money. That has always been how YouTube is run. Because YouTube, someone again, correct me if I'm wrong, YouTube has never made money. They have, and I don't mean they don't generate money. They generate money, but I mean they lose more money than they make. That has always been a thing since YouTube came out. In fact, YouTube almost shut down. YouTube was almost removed from the internet, like before YouTube videos, like back when if you had 1,000 views on a video, you were viral. You know what I mean? When a single million views was like the most views on a video on the platform. YouTube almost got shut down because they almost just ran out of money to support it. And I think that's when Google bought it. Actually, I think it was before Google. Did Google always own YouTube? Wait. Did Google always own YouTube? No. Okay, so this is probably the time that they were going to shut down. Founded by PayPal employees. And in February 2005, Google bought the site in 2006. So in February, I guess 2005, really? It feels like it was older than that. But anyway, Google bought it after it was thing. Yeah, so Google bought it. So they were going to go under. Yeah, it wasn't around long. Yeah, because they were going to go under. Like YouTube popped up. They could not substantiate themselves because it didn't make money. YouTube bought it. And then YouTube since then has been hemorrhaging money on it. Same thing with Twitch. Twitch hemorrhages money. Then Amazon bought Twitch. And they've been trying slowly but surely. It wasn't profitable still. Is it profitable now? No. But like I said, here's the thing. There's something more that YouTube provides to Google than money. It's a platform. It's a platform that someone could go on, post a video, and everyone and their mother knows it exists. It's power. It's a bargaining chip. Everyone and their mother knows YouTube. YouTube is a brand. It is in every household. It comes installed on devices by default. Like, it is powerful. YouTube have YouTube Gaming? Yes. And they can like branch off that brand with profitable things. And they have a platform where they could post anything they want, where millions of people see it casually. And then those things that they post, those things can make money for them. Like for a perfect example, if YouTube decides that they want to make a car company or a video game console, anything they want, they can literally pick any product. They could put it on YouTube. Everyone will see it. It will be forced down everyone's eye holes because they control the platform. And then they are suddenly just the top of that thing, period. because everyone, all of the millions of viewers that they have, everyone has seen that product exists. That is a power. That is a superpower, chat. You don't understand how powerful that is. So is the website itself making money? No, but I don't think they care. As long as they're not hemorrhaging more money than they can like calculate that YouTube's worth, they don't care if they lose money. Well, I mean, they do care because they want more money, but you know, same thing with Amazon. Amazon is making so much money, more money than they know what to do with. That if Twitch is hemorrhaging money, it doesn't look good on paper that they're losing money over there. But at the same time, if it's bringing Amazon more business because they get to plug Amazon everywhere, they're making their money in other ways. That's the thing I'm trying to say. I'm probably not saying it in the best and most convincing ways, but there are other ways for companies to make money than directly through the thing that they're doing. Twitch is dying because it's doing the 50-50. Twitch is dying for a lot of reasons, but I don't think it's going anywhere soon. I think there's going to be a point in time in which YouTube will try to squash it. Because like here, let's face it. YouTube's trying to do the streaming scene, right? YouTube is desperately trying to be what Twitch is. However, Twitch has a culture. I don't mean that in any like pinkies up or fine way. I mean, Twitch has been around. Twitch has refined a certain expectation of its viewers. And counterintuitive to that, YouTube has done the opposite. Everyone on YouTube is used to seeing everything for free. Everyone on YouTube gets disgusted at the fact that someone might even suggest having to pay to see content. Like, how many times have you gotten an ad on YouTube that's like, YouTube Premium, you could watch YouTube without ads? What is your reaction to that? Like, oh, get that out. It's disgusting. Ugh, YouTube Premium? Blech. Horrible. How dare you suggest that to me? Like, that's like the consensus. That is the attitude. Meanwhile, on Twitch Turbo, watch everything on Twitch with no ads, and you don't have to be subscribed to every individual channel. Oh, that's kind of interesting, right? Like, a lot more people are open to the idea of Twitch Turbo than they are of YouTube Premium. And that's because everything on YouTube has always been free, 100% free. No barriers, no walls, no gates. There's never been ads. There's never been needing to join channels or throw, fun money or whatever the heck YouTube calls their stuff. You just go to a YouTube thing and you watch it. Twitch has kind of harnessed this community of people that are used to supporting their streamers, used to throwing money at the screen to make a funny thing happen on stream, or to just, in general, say how much they appreciate the person they're watching. And YouTube has done the opposite. The whole thing is, I'm watching you, and that's how I'm supporting you on YouTube. Whereas here, people subscribe with their primes, which you got any Twitch primes? Throw them at me, or at least throw them at someone. That's Bezos' money. Spend his money, please. He has too much of it. But that's jokes aside, right? Like, that's kind of the community that's been collected here on Twitch. Everyone has grown on Twitch to accept that. That is just part of the culture over here. Sure, Twitch has gone a little bit too far sometimes with like the super chat weird sort of stuff that they tried to take from YouTube that immediately didn't work. But, there's a little bit more here where people are expecting to throw money if they wish to throw money. And if they don't wish to throw money, then obviously no one needs to. At YouTube, everyone more has this mentality of, I refuse to throw money at my content creator. Which is why a lot of YouTubers, beyond making AdSense money, which is whatever they make, have Patreons. Because again, Patreon has a community where you're expecting you receive so much content, you put so much money in. That's the culture Patreon has made. So when you go to Patreon, there's no like negativity towards paying your content creator. That's just expected there. You know what I mean? You give money, you receive content. It's a transactional thing. YouTube still doesn't have that culture harnessed yet. And they got to work really hard to kind of undo the years that they've had where they've given that opposite culture of everything is expected to be free. And that's the reason why I think YouTube as a streaming service is failing right now. As a streaming as in like live streaming, not like streaming media. Streaming media, they're kings. They're on top. No one's dethroning YouTube anytime soon. Not Twitch. Definitely not Twitch. And if Twitch does some hoss things, they might be able to turn it around and become better, but I don't know. I don't see that happening, chat. Twitch is kind of stagnated over the years, and if they don't do some good things, they might, YouTube have big Minecraft. Yeah, but like a lot of those Minecraft communities are also Twitch streamers. Like, don't get me wrong, YouTube still has a lot of big streamers, but they're streamers that have been either streaming over there since the beginning of time, like since the beginning of their careers, or they streamed on Twitch and went to YouTube because YouTube offered them better money. Because like originally, streamers on Twitch were getting a 70-30 split. Big streamers, partnered streamers. When Twitch took that away, a lot of streamers kind of said, all right, guys, come follow me over to YouTube where I'm going to get paid more. And they did that. Like what? Like Captain Sparkles. Like they used to be primarily, like, if anything, strictly Twitch. And I think they actually canceled their, correct me if I'm wrong, I might be mixing this up with someone else, but I think they actually like contacted Twitch and said, when my contract's done, cancel it. I'm done and I'm going to go to YouTube. And then Twitch basically was like, okay, we'll let you multi-stream. Like, we'll let you do both. Please don't leave. And I think Twitch did that with a lot of community creators, because a lot of people were bailing when they made that change. So I don't know. I mean, they lost a lot of people with the recent thing that they did with the whole artistic nudity thing. Chat, do you remember that? I'm talking about it as if it happened years ago, even though it's been like a month, where they literally, it's like artistic nudity is now allowed. And people were just basically straight up doing porn on YouTube. Like if you hit the art tag at any point in time, you were just inundated with porn, just straight up porn. People drawing porn, people just looping porn, like actual pornography just being played on Twitch, just there. And streamers were getting banned. There was literally people that were doing commentary on it that were just viewing the art tab, like the art page, and the thumbnails alone got streamers banned for showing content that Twitch was promoting. A lot of people just said, screw it, I'm going to go over to Kick. Screw it, I'm going to go over to YouTube. Like, they literally just said, nope, I don't care if you let me back. I'm leaving. Yesterday, Middle East Twitch banned Twitch. Eesh. But that's what I mean. Like, Twitch has made some not smart decisions. So I think if they're going to go anywhere, it's going to be because they do something dumb like that. But I don't think they're going anywhere soon. I think the thing that might hurt Twitch really bad is actually Amazon. If Amazon pulls, because they've kind of hinted at it, they've not actually said it, but if they pull the Twitch Primes, a lot of content creators here are going to lose a large chunk of revenue. And that's going to make them seek, you know, like, I don't know, like Kick, like other platforms. That's the fear I have. That's the fear I have. But aside from that, I still like the Twitch culture. If Twitch dies, I don't want to say I'd stop streaming, but it would take me a hot minute to adapt my Pogs and Keks and Kappas and things like that to other platforms. Because let's face it, that's also part of the culture here. How many other streaming services can you go poggers and people not be like, oh my God, this guy is cringe. Cringe. Oh my God, cringe. There's actually a lot of talk about pornography censorship, like on a First Amendment level. Here's the thing. The First Amendment and the Constitution ties to government bodies. Twitch, YouTube, all of those, they're private corporate, they're private. They could do whatever they want. They could say, you're not allowed to say any word they want. Now, realistically, that could be dangerous because, you know, when you're trying to run a social media platform, free speech is very important. You want people to be able to speak their mind. Otherwise, you just build an echo chamber, and that becomes really dangerous. But at the same time, you can't scream fire in a crowded movie theater. You can't scream bomb on a plane. Like, there are points in time, like even with the Constitution, even in America, even in other places that have similar rules, where you can't just say whatever you want. And pornography is intrinsically obscene, and obscene things are not covered by those things. So, I am as much for the Constitution and First Amendment and all that jazz as anyone else in the next guy. Like I said, I think freedom of speech is important, but there's certain times where you need to, you know, not let children see pornography when they're browsing their favorite Minecraft streamers on the platform. Pornography being owned, oh, that's different. That's just crazy people. I don't want to get into politics here because I could say a bunch of words that probably piss off a lot of people, but that's just stupid people doing stupid things so that they can get voted for by their select demographic. That's it. I don't think pornography will ever actually become illegal because too much of the world depends on it. Even the people that are saying that it needs to be banned are people that actively use and watch it. They just don't actually believe in the things they say because they're just saying stupid stuff to get voted for whatever thing they want. All right, we're on like another zip code tangent. I've given up on finding a location of a bamboo farm. Chat, next stream we'll build bamboo farm, okay? Right now, I think my throat is starting to hit its limit. I'm sleepy, I'm hungry, I crave burrito. I think it's time we wrap up before we start talking about too many politics. I can't even think of the place that I want to build the farm right now, chat. That's how broken my brain is. I think today. I think this is a good time we wrap up. It's been 3.5 hours. I pushed past the 3 minute. I pushed past the 3 hour mark. I think it was the 3 minute mark. Push past the 3 hour. I can't say. Bleh, bleh. I can't even speak. Okay. I think that's a good place. I think that's a good place to call it. Let's pull up Twitch one last time here, and let's see who is live. Let's see who be live. Who can we rage? Nbens is live. We haven't rated Nbens for a hot minute. And they're on Metacraft. Yeah, let's go ahead and raid Nbens. Let's drop in for an Nbens raid. They have been going for a hot minute, 6 hours, damn. They were live before I was live. Raid Nbens. And then we could combine all of our streams into one stream once more. Actually, I was watching like 4 people before I went live, and like 3 of the 4 people I was watching all folded into Nbens stream. So let's do it again. Let's fold everyone into Nbens. One of us. I'm gonna go drink something before my throat dies. All right, chat. If you are just joining us now, we are wrapping up, but please don't go anywhere. Stick around for the raid. Help support our fellow Twitch streamers, and also earn yourself some free potato chips in the process. Speaking of potato chips, if you've earned any hanging out with us tonight, might I suggest you use a couple to unlock the Pogtato. We could spam some Pogtatos, spam some support, spam some love, emotes, whatever you got for our fellow Twitch streamers. If you like what you see, want to make sure you don't miss out on the next stream, consider dropping us a follow here on Twitch. You can also do ! Socials in chat, gain access to our community Discord and Twitter. We always announce we'll go live there next. We stream every day that starts with a T at 3:30 CST. With that said, this Thursday will be our next stream, and next Thursday will be the You Laugh You Lose. So chat, start posting those funny video links in Discord. If you want to win, and you want to make me lose, you're gonna need some funny videos. I've had all month to build my resolve, to let my soul die inside, to feel no joy. You're gonna have to try real hard. But with that said, chat, thank you for hanging out. Thank you for all the subs, the biddies, the support. You guys are fantastic. You're amazing. And most importantly, you're valid. Don't let anyone tell you anything different. And until next time, later taters. Bye-bye.
Tuning out of starlight, the innocent lifetime flickers and flashes under a canvas. No, nobody seems worth it, while the feeling's sophisticated. The view is so restrained. The past is nearing closer and closer. This emptiness, it's just a blank slate, waiting for a painter to interfere. It's quite complex, but what I know